What's up, Horde? This, I don't know. We're going with the cursed college football recap. That's what we're calling it right now. But it's gonna be me and Steven, lunatic French here, and we're fucking. I just needed an outlet for Ohio State football, college football in general. So that's what this is gonna be. So if you're expecting some weird shit, it's probably gonna be weird, but it's gonna be us talking about college football. So
we're ready for it.
Absolutely. We watched the game on Saturday. I'll probably have some reactions to put up from it. Of me and him. It was a good game. So, what do you think of the game, man? Fucking was a fun time, huh?
It was a great time. Like I said, I appreciate it because I wouldn't have got to see it without a friend in need.
Well, I'm glad I can provide that. I'm still not a fan of the Fox broadcast.
No,
I'm fucking. I hope, like, I don't know what the Grambling State game is going to be on, but like, I hope it's anything but fucking Fox. Like,
I hope it's BTN instead of Paramount. I hope they don't go that route again.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll get some Paramount games, fucking this year. Like, I'm sure we'll get some Peacock games, maybe even.
Yeah,
So who knows? I have all that stuff, so we'll be able to watch it and go from there. But yeah,
cool.
it's fucking, it's kind of crazy. But Ohio State, number 3, played the number 1 team in the country in Texas. It's crazy. We had just played Texas, whatever it was, 9 months before,
Right.
and kind of a similar heavyweight game of a little bit less defense in the first one, but this one was like obviously what is the number 1 and 2 defenses I think in the country, and it kind of played out like that. We saw Julian Sayin kind of at least manage the game. I think that's. I mean,
I agree. I would call it that exactly because, I mean, there are times when he made mistakes. Yeah, it was there was a rollout one time where there were 2 guys in front of him and they were both covered, and he could have ran the ball and got 7 yards, but he threw it out of bounds.
Yep.
So he didn't make a critical error. He just made a mistake.
Right. I mean, he managed the game. They only had him throw the ball 20 times. 10 of them were to Jeremiah Smith, like they should have been. But like that sort of thing. And there were some drops. There was,
There were 3 drops. If he wouldn't have had the 3 drops, he would have been 16 of 20 for probably 150 yards and 2. So, again, no critical errors. You're right. Managed the game great.
Yep. And I think Ryan Day said after the game that we could have put more on him. But I mean, you don't want to. Like, I mean, you can tell, like, I know people will say that. I mean, it seems very much like a Ryan Day called game. If Ryan Day didn't call it, I would imagine Brian Hartline had to like check with Daddy before he called a play, because that's what it seemed like.
I'm sure later in the game they said that Ryan Day had a call sheet on the sideline. I heard them say that in one of the broadcasts. So,
yeah,
which I don't care if Chip Kelly was up there. He still had a call sheet. The highest paid defensive coordinator in the world right now, and he still had a call sheet to overrule him. So, yeah, I agree. That's fine.
Yep, and that's probably what happened, and I'm okay with it. Like, I mean, the running game obviously did not get going. It was interesting that they went with C.J. Donaldson instead of James Peoples, because we heard all spring that James Peoples was kind of going to be the guy and was like kind of the one, and then ends up.
I think it was the same way it went last year. Yeah, we're going with Trey. We're going with Trey Henderson, and all of a sudden, first half, Quinshon's got 10 carries for 76 yards and a touchdown.
Right.
He was hot. Yeah. Give him the ball. Texas thwarted that. Texas really shut down our running game. They shut down our passing game, but we did enough to win.
There was no perimeter runs, and I think that's like the run game. Granted, they weren't running stretch. They did. There was no zone blocking. I think it was all downhill blocking, as we saw, which I think is good. And I think the offense. Listen, I know people shit on the offensive line. I mean, people, Ohio State people have. I think it's just like a thing to do with Ohio State people to complain about the offensive line. But I think the offensive line played great. They did what they had to do with. I mean, you had Texas D-line just diving in to try to stop the run because that's where we were going. And then but their pass protection, there was only 2 quarterback fucking hurries. You know what I'm saying? So you kept Julian Sayin clean. You weren't having him get smashed. So like I don't know. I think the offensive line played great, other than the issue with Tegra where they had to put in Ethan Onyanwa. Like it's kind of like, okay, listen, like our backup right tackle necessarily should not be playing right guard, but Tegra just still is not. We keep going with Tegra, and I just fucking like the CJ Hicks thing for a long time. Like it's just not working out.
Yeah, but this is just not working out. Luckily, he had a prepared plan for it, and I guarantee you, he's got a prepared plan for each one of them not working out. If you come up lame on the day, you're not going to get in there. We're going to find somebody else that'll do it.
Well,
don't take it.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
They said in the spring that they were cross training every single offensive lineman to play interior and exterior if they had to, so that we don't run into issues last year like where we don't have any more tackles, we don't have any more interior linemen. And I mean, I think Carson Hinsman played great at center, which he didn't play a lot of last year. He played awesome. Carson Hinsman.
I saw Padilla in a few times too.
Yeah, they did a lot. It's crazy to see the rotation that Ohio State's doing now, because it has not been that for fucking 7 years or 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Even with Urban, like there was no rotation. You know
we got 5 guys. We're sticking with 5 guys, right?
Right. Like we're putting our best 5 out there, and that's it. And you're playing 50 snaps. We're not like, I mean, you even had Devin Sanchez in on the defense, like in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Sanchez was in. Peyton Pierce got in. Garrett Stover got in. So, yeah. And then Luke Foley. I thought was his first name. I don't remember. He got in for a play. He got a tackle.
There you go. Like, and I mean,
so we're playing everybody we can.
Yeah, they had solid rotation, like all the way around. Even the offensive line, which I thought was cool. Yeah, I mean the running game didn't get going. Passing game obviously didn't, but they didn't ask him to do a whole lot. 20 throws is not a lot. But like if he goes 60 for 20, that's Will Howard numbers basically. You know what I'm saying? Will Howard had games where he only threw 23 passes last year or something like.
Yeah.
So I think people kind of shit on the offense, but I think it is. That's what we asked him to do, and I think it's good to know that, like, because this was kind of like what we did at Michigan, but like it wasn't confounding this time. Our defense played good, and like they did it. They realized like Texas offense can't do anything. So like once we get ahead, we're staying ahead, and we're not going to get a chance to fuck up. Like so.
Yeah, Manning was 17 of 30 for 170 with a touchdown and a pick.
And like what most people don't remember, like. Dude, he was not even going into all his long balls and stuff came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
For 3 quarters, he looked so pedestrian. Like Julian Sand looked the part, did what he was supposed to do, no fucking errors. Like that fucking shout out Jermaine Matthews though, because that pass arched through that Jermaine Matthews ran the route for fucking Ryan Wingo. Like, oh my God, dude, like he ran it perfectly. And as soon as Ryan Wingo cut, Jermaine Matthews cut harder and was just there, like arched through the ball right to Jermaine. I was like, oh my Lord, dude, like watching it's beautiful because Jermaine Matthews runs the perfect. He basically ran the route for him.
It was awesome.
Jermaine Matthews, I think might be. I mean, he's obviously the best corner on the team. Like I shout out Igmanosin though. No penalties, was not handy, stepped up like that pass in the end zone when he knocked it away. Dude, Davidson and Mignosin, like I think everything on the defense that we were worried about, we saw get taken care of. Jalen McClain, 8 tackles, like in almost the whole game, like allowed Caleb Downs to he looked very Caleb Downs-esque, like because he was handling the whole back end and allowed Caleb Downs to be at the line, like play a linebacker spot, play a DN, like crazy. Like, and that was always the question.
Yeah, that tackle that Downs made to stop the last drive for Texas. That was, I mean, he was asked to take down a tight end, and there was not getting any forward yardage off of Caleb.
No, I mean Caleb Downs, dude, he was everywhere. I think the linebackers were fucking like, dude, Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles. Like, to see Sonny Styles from what he was at the beginning of last year to this year is amazing.
Oh, it is. But I think Arvell stole the show. I think Arvell stole the show yesterday, though.
Listen, as much as I've been the fucking I've been the president of the Arvell Reese fan club since last year. I've been saying this and saying this, and we've pumped that kid up. And I still think he was better than any of us all said he was going to be. Like, we glazed that kid so hard for a year now. And everybody, like, I still think he came out and was better than we even could. Like, he got the only sack of the game. Like, I tell you, that little fucking turn to the side and look where the whole offensive line went, okay, and moved. Like, you could watch their heads move away, and he just runs in and gets the quarterback. Like, dude, what the hell?
The one that he flushed him on, he literally picked up a 305-pound offensive lineman and chucked him to the side. And Manning knew at that point he didn't want any part of that. He was already out of the pocket and running.
Yeah, well, and it's crazy. Like, you would think Texas would be the hungrier team. And like, Ohio State came out and looked like the hungrier team. They were the more physical. When have we been able to say in a big game most of the time that Ohio State was the more physical team? It has only been since the end of last year that has been like
the last 6 games.
And that's it. Like,
the last 6 games. Right.
The last 6 games of Ryan Day's career, since the Michigan loss, since then, it has been a completely different Ohio State team. And even though we didn't get, like, coked up Ryan Day with the fucking offense yesterday, like, it was such a well-managed game. Like, all the way around. Like, even though the play calling was very bland and was just very meh, like, the offensive line did their job. Dude, I saw Carnell Tate block Colin Simmons and hold his own. Carnell Tate, who is like 190 pounds, block Colin Simmons, the number 1 defensive end in the country. Like, straight on, point of attack, take him, block him, stop him. That's insane.
Stay with him. Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
Carnell Tate, I think, player of the game.
2 things. Ohio State, again, that 4th down and goal. I mean, that's critical. That was critical. That
Texas,
play.
0-2 in the fucking red zone.
Yeah, Texas. And Texas dominated the stat sheet, though. Every stat. I mean, they dominated the stat sheet, but they didn't win the game. Didn't get it managed as well.
1 for 5 on 4th down is what killed them.
Yeah.
Like, that's 4 turnovers, basically, plus an interception. That's 5 turnovers if you look at it. That's crazy. Right. Like, I mean, to have essentially 5 turnovers, like, that's it. I said it yesterday. I said it at the end of the game. The people who said Matty P was a bad hire are fucking retarded. Like, it's that dude. I never in my life did I think that, like, Jim Knowles, shout out to Jim Knowles, I give him his flowers. Like, he did what he's supposed to do. We won a national championship. I'm very thankful for that. But Matt Patricia might be an upgrade, like you said at the beginning of the show. Like, literally, maybe just a straight upgrade to where, like, and I heard it put that, like, in the NFL, like, you game plan for equal talent every week, because it is. It's the parity in the NFL is crazy. Even the worst team to the best team, there's parity. Right. And so that parity you plan for every week. So you look for little advantages because you have to have the littlest thing to try to get over in the NFL. How many times in college do college teams plan for equal talent? Almost not 1 to 3 times a year for the best teams.
Right. So, like, right.
Literally, like, Matt Patricia, this is what he does every day. This is what he does. Like, I mean, the man's a genius anyway. Like, you're telling, and all he does is plan for equal talent. So the time we have equal talent, he doesn't piss down his leg. He goes in, and I think he called a perfect defensive game.
I agree. I thought Matty P coming in would be a lateral move at first because we'd have to get used to him. No, this defense is Matty P's defense, and it showed.
How in 8 months? It took Jim Knowles 2 to 3 years to get to the point he was. How in 8 months does Matt Patricia have these kids literally understanding? Like, dude, there was points in times where we had like 1 down lineman and 4 standing up linemen. Like, yeah, I know everybody says like, all Larry Johnson's all this and that. Like, somehow Matt Patricia came in 8 months and convinced Larry Johnson to be like, that's fine, I don't need down linemen, and just is 4 standing up linemen is running the Leo, the Jack, whatever you want to call it, like fucking half the game. Like, we saw.
Did you see when Kenyatta Jackson went out that they stayed with 3 down linemen for the rest of that series?
Yeah.
Yep. And like, we're going to come at you in all different kinds of ways.
Dude, like, they had, like, to look, like, you got 3 down linemen. You got Caden Curry, fucking Caden McDonald, and fucking insert Edric Houston, right? You got those 3 down linemen. Mm-hmm. And then you have Arvell Reese on one end and CJ Hicks on the other end. Fuck you. I'm not snapping the ball. I'm not snapping. No, dude, I don't care what plan we have. No way, dude. That's 5 killers that will murder you if they get to
And know
you.
how to get to the quarterback. And
Right.
know how to get to the quarterback. You
And
know, one of the stats that I saw was pretty interesting. Um, K-Mac had 7 assists,
dude,
1 tackle and 7 assists.
listen, Cade McDonald and Caden Curry played out of their fucking minds. Like
Oh,
I
they
know
did. And so
everybody
did
like
Bo Atkinson. Bo Atkinson played great.
I did and I think this was the whole defense played great. It's just some of them shine more. So it's like you know what I'm saying? Like Bo Atkinson played great, but like Caden Curry, shout out Caden Curry for getting the start too, because like he everybody's doubted that kid, but every time he's in there, he's around the ball every single time. Every time you see it, 92 is there. And it's
Yeah.
crazy to think like not the biggest, not the fastest, but somehow he's there every time. It's insane. Like, and that
I
the
think
biggest. God,
I think Mika said it best that that man has a motor that does not shut off.
he doesn't. He's just there, man, and it doesn't matter if he's blocked. He just keeps pushing and keeps and like outlasts people. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's something else. I
literally,
like that. He had great play on the special teams last year, didn't he? Have he
he
wasn't
was in
he in
on
on a block?
three of the block punts, or 3 of the punts that did not go well last year. He was in on two of them were blocked, and I think one of them was almost blocked. And it was Caden Curry there every time.
Every time he was there at the quarter at the point of attack.
Yep, and it's crazy. Like the defensive line, yes, I think still needs some work. I think we need work on the rotation on the defensive line. But like the amount of stuff that they tried yesterday and did yesterday, like, and they were trying this stuff. That's like stuff you try if you're playing Grambling. You're playing the #1 team in the country, and you're trying shit that nobody's ever seen. We haven't seen in Ohio State in ever. Like,
Right.
and you're trying new concepts, and these kids get it. Like there was no point in time where our defense looked confused, looked out of sorts, nothing. And Arch Manning looked like he was seeing ghosts from the that first ball he threw and he skipped it. I was like, oh shit, he is
Yeah.
fucked. Like
The
he
bounce
is
pass.
scared. That first pass he threw, and it was like the dude was open. He just fucking threw it and skipped it. And I was like, damn, he must fucking. And the whole time, like literally, you could see, like even Steve Sarkisian after the game literally said, Ohio State is amazing at disguising defenses. Now, if the he's 1 to 3 at best play callers in the game of football, and he says Ohio State's good at like is great at disguising defenses. That's a lot. That's a lot to say. Like when the man who like everybody considers the best is like, fucking dude, I don't even know what he's doing.
I can tell you right now, they really want a rematch. They really want to get us again.
Dude, the whole fan base is bereft, dude. We threw a grenade. Like, and like I think
I just wish it would have been a night game because I think it would have been a bigger thumping. I think we would have got more points. I think the crowd would have been in it more. Yeah, the crowd was rocking.
Yeah,
but
no. For
more than
game,
Tennessee last year.
They said it was close. But, yeah, it's close, but like if it was a night game, yeah, that would have been the loudest game at Ohio Stadium by far, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and I think too now, like the fact we did that against them, going forward with Grambling and fucking Ohio, like now we have the training games we were supposed to have at the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
We have those sort of like, okay, now we can unleash Brian Hartline. We can kind of get the offense going. And like I heard all day yesterday about like, oh, how Georgia might be the #1 team in the country or whatever. Like, dude, Georgia played Marshall. Like, if we go play Grambling and we fucking beat them, 40-3, like, well, yeah, like, but we beat the #1 team in the country, and it wasn't like, yes, they're ahead on the stat sheet, but if you watch that game, Ohio State's ahead 14-0. Literally, they're ahead 7-0 for most of the first half.
Was it 7 minutes to go when they scored? Something like that?
It was like, yeah, literally, it was the middle of the fourth quarter where Texas scored. So Ohio State's ahead 14-0 for most of that game, and probably should have been ahead 21 or 28. But either way, like they played the field position game. It was a very Tressel game. But like most people don't realize, Ohio State just had the reins. There was not a moment from the start of that game to the end of that game where I felt like Ohio State did not have the reins of that game and was in control.
I agree. I think that you weren't going to see any kind of plays yet. He ran a vanilla offense, and like you said, he could have ran more, but you don't want to show anything more. Do just enough to win in the first few games. And now, like you said, he's got preparation time. before we have to go out to Washington.
Yeah, the Washington game's going to be tough, and then the Illinois game's going to be tough. I think those
Oh,
two games.
Illinois beat the snot out of somebody. Maybe a directional Illinois.
Yeah, something like that. But either way, like, dude, like, those two games are probably the trip up games in my mind. But like, seeing how we got up for this, like, usually we're used to Ohio State early, especially early in the year, kind of being aloof and takes a minute. No, dude, like, we, from the moment they came out and they were ready. I've never seen a more prepared Ohio State team for a big game other than the playoffs last year.
I agree. And they had a comment where one of the commentators said something to the fact that it was hard to tell whether this was week 1 or week 8 that this defense was going at.
And listen, if that's what we saw for week 1 of the defense, I have no fucking questions on the defense anymore. Defense is listen, do what you do, Matty P. You're good. All I got to say is
I heard from somebody who talked to Senior that Kenyatta Jr. will be fine. And I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play this week. I would be fine with that too.
No, I think if he's in concussion protocol, like they were saying or whatever, like, which I forgot that we can just reach out and talk to Brad. I forgot that, like, Brad's like somebody we know.
Right.
We know that kid's dad. Like, holy shit, I forgot that. Like, yeah, I know Brad very well. So, damn, that's cool. That, like,
yeah, Sean texted me that Brad said that he was going to be fine. It was not going to be an issue.
Sweet. I'm about to holler at Brad, see if he wants to come over and hang out sometime. Fuck him. Like, but yeah, like, fuck him, man. Like, I think it's very cool that I hope Kenyatta, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, that's what Ryan Day said. He said we took his helmet away from him, he set him down. Like, so it seems like he was fine. He was running around the whole rest of the game and shit, and like, you know, being, you know, animated and stuff. So like, that's good. That, I mean, he took a hit, but like, that's good that, like, it's just going to be, dude, if he sets out even for the next 2 weeks, like, I don't think it's a problem.
I would rather have him back in the second week just to get the the continuity of the rotation.
Yeah,
that going into Washington, that we're already prepared.
Yep. I think, man, Washington, I mean, because we have to go to Illinois too. I just think
it's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a real tough game.
It is, and like, everybody is. I watched a bunch of people like Doug Maurice and them, and they were talking about like, they think Ohio State's going to get tripped up this year, like Urban Meyer did. You know what I'm saying? Like, Urban Meyer always had that one game where it was like, oh, why did you lose to Purdue? Oh, why did you have a bad game against Northwestern? Why, you know, that sort of thing. Like, and I think it's possible, but with this defense, there's not, like, even if we go face Minnesota or Illinois or Washington, I don't think our defense is going to falter. So, like, literally, if we can, against the number 1 defense in the country, if we can kind of manage and dominate even without dominating the stat sheet and come out like we fucking ran that, we were never down that game against the number 1 team in the country. I have little to no belief that Illinois and those guys are going to push past us with this defense. Like, maybe the offense won't be what it was last year, but exactly. I don't think it needs to be. That's the thing.
This defense is going to carry us a few games. The defense is going to carry us a few games, and today the last game was one of them. Our defense carried the play.
Yeah,
every down.
Even if Texas was overhyped, which I don't think they're necessarily overhyped. I think Texas is going to be okay, but like, I don't think they're Marshall or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think LSU beating Clemson, I think is akin to, you know, us beating Texas at that point. Cause like, Clemson also looked very pedestrian and looked kind of like they couldn't run the ball fucking further than my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, they averaged like 1.6 yards a carry. So like, I think it's very akin to that. Where like, they're still going to be a good team. They're still going to be a top 5 team. They're still going to the playoffs. Like, so I don't know why you take anything away from us that we made them look that pedestrian. That's the one thing. Like, I know the Texas fan base is like, we threw a grenade in there and they're bereft because they keep losing us. But like, all the Texas team said, like, no, listen, that's a really fucking good team. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what it is. Like, what it is we were just an absolute more complete team. Steve Sarkisian said, I've never seen a more complete team week 1 than that team right there. Like, that's crazy. But it's true.
And
I've never seen a more complete week one Ohio State team in my life, dude.
no, I agree with you wholeheartedly because, I mean, even against, sometimes against like Cincinnati, we start
But we have
around.
I expected a
So
lot of penalties and stuff. We only had 2 penalties. Like, dude, Texas had a bunch of penalties. Like, Texas looked like a team for the first game of the season. We looked like we were 3 or 4 games deep with how our
right,
defense was prepared, the management of the game. Like, Ryan Day has figured out, like, okay, if we have the ability to work a game like that now, where like it was the Michigan style thing of like, we're going to run a very vanilla offense and we're going to rely on our defense. The fact that we now know we can do that and win a game against the top tier, like, you just know you don't have to project it out. That's the top team in college football at this point. So if we're winning against the top team like that and we can do that, we can beat anybody else. And the game plan.
I just think it was great that they weren't afraid of Texas. The defense, again, they carried the game for us. They weren't afraid. The interception was awesome.
Shout out Jermaine Matthews with that interception. He ran that route for Ringo. Like, he literally, you can watch it. Like, he runs perfectly with him, and as soon as Ringo goes to cut, Jermaine Matthews cuts harder, and he's right there. And our
broke on the ball,
right to Jermaine Matthews. Like, it wasn't even like Jermaine Matthews had to even leave his feet. He turned and basket catched the ball like it was thrown to him. Like,
right.
Holy shit, dude! And we heard how much Ringo was supposed to be better than fucking Jeremiah Smith. Like, he didn't get a ball until the third quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I thought that Jermaine Matthews played one heck of a game. Like you said earlier, you made a good point earlier that said that Matthews kind of ran the backfield and let Caleb go where he needed to be. The coach on the field could go troubleshoot.
Right, yeah, like Jermaine Matthews did, and the fact that Jalen McClain behind him, like, if you have that far safety and Caleb Downs can just run around and do what Caleb Downs does, and you don't have to worry about it, there's somebody back there. Like, the loss of Lathan Ransom, I thought was going to be greater until I saw Jalen McClain play Saturday, and I, damn, like, maybe he's not hitting as hard as Lathan Ransom. He might make people seeing ghosts, but like, that man was there. He played a great game. He had 8 tackles. He didn't miss anything. Like, we had freshmen in there? We had Devin Sanchez, like a true freshman, like just turned 18-year-old kid. And like, he only played 11 or 12 snaps, but like those 11, 12 snaps, he might've looked, some of them, he looked like a freshman, but he had that corner blitz that literally allowed Arvell to come in and like get the sack and stuff. So like, you're like, you sent a freshman on a corner blitz that caused the 1 sack in the game. Like, that's never in Ohio State, the amount of rotation playing true freshmen. Devin Sanchez was out there in the 2-minute drill.
And he wasn't out of place. He was not out of place. He held his own. He did. Yep. And you were talking about the cross when you were talking about the offensive line. You were talking about the cross training for each position. If you would have told Onyanwa, yeah, you're going to come to Ohio State, but you're probably going to see more time at right guard than you do left tackle. Right. He isn't coming.
Nope. No, but the fact he's here, he accepted that, like, okay, I lost the job. Philip Daniels looked great, too. Philip Daniels looked awesome. Austin Sarafeld looked the fucking part. But, like, that cross-training of, like, even on the defense, like, 3 different people played nickel yesterday. Like,
who was that?
Lorenzo Styles, Caleb Downs, and fucking, God, who was the third one? There's a third one. I can't think of his name. Why am I spacing on the name? But there's 3 people that played nickel. There's 2 people that played like Lorenzo Styles and maybe Jalen McClain, or even Malik Hartford came in, I think, for a couple snaps.
Okay.
But, I mean, we still have Bryce West there too. But like, I mean, you have Lorenzo Styles, like, was also a question and like showed up. Nickel's a new spot for him, and literally like was making tackles, was hitting people hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
The whole
he was bringing it, that's for sure. they mentioned something during the game I thought was kind of cool, that him and his father, both senior and junior, are going to graduate in the spring.
Yeah,
or graduated in the spring.
How cool is that? Yeah. Like, you get to fucking get a fucking degree with your father, and oh, you're playing with your brother on like what could be a national championship football team. Like, fucking come
Oh
on,
yeah.
man. Like, that's amazing. And like that lineage and that legacy to have those two brothers on there and like have them both doing great. Like Sonny played like to fill in Cody Simon's shoes after what Cody Simon did last year. I think Sonny Styles is dude. He's going to be awesome. He's going to. I think he's going to go to the league. I think he's going to be great. Like his ascension from he at spring of last year, he was a safety.
Yeah.
And literally now, like you could see in the beginning of last year, like he just looked lost. We complained on the show last year every week about Sonny Styles until the playoffs. And now, dude, Sonny Styles looked like if Arvell Reese wasn't there, everybody would be singing Sonny Styles praises to the moon. But just Arvell Reese stole the fucking show. Like
I thought Sonny got that ball. I know it moved, but it was between his forearms, but he secured it.
I think so. I think so too.
So, and I heard that Texas was complaining about the SEC officiating. Did you hear anything about that?
I did not hear that.
Yeah, I had somebody text me and it said that they were very, very upset that some of the play calling or some of the officiating was slanted towards Ohio State. So the SEC came in here and stole the game from an SEC team.
Right? Yeah, never. Like the SEC stands for fucking suck each other's cocks. Like the fucking, there's no other way. That's the motto of that league, dude. There's no way an SEC crew came in here and like stole the game from fucking Texas. Like,
no,
Ohio State just played a better game. Like, and like, the penalties that Texas had were egregious. Like the one where the dude's helmet got torn off, the one where Jeremiah Smith got held. Like it was not shit. It was not ticky tacky shit. It was shit where it was like, bro, listen, Jeremiah Smith went to break and the dude had his fucking till his arm let go. Like, bro, that's a holding. You took the fucking dude's helmet off. Like, what do you want? You just hit us in the face, man. Like it is. Like there's nothing. Stop. Don't do that. Maybe. Like.
So and who was it? Who was it on the goal line? What they thought they were going to get a safety, but they did the same thing. Pushed his helmet off, and then he turned around and held him. Serveld?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, thank God on that too, because if it fucking man, that was a bad look on that play. But like, thank God, like I mean, they had that, and it kind of negated. I don't know. I mean, Ohio State played the field position game, I think. But it was not in their favor. Like we had many drives start in the fucking inside our 5. But I mean, and I think that comes from the punter did not play great. I don't know what we got to do about the punting. We got that like 6'7" fucking Australian kid. I'll put him in something like the Texas punter. Yeah.
McCarty, is that his name? Yeah.
Something like that. Like, but like, I mean, fucking the Texas punter was killing us, and our punter, like, even I think I heard the hang time for punters is like 4 seconds. Ours was 3.5, but Texas was like 4.5 or 4.3, like almost a second more. So like that second, like allowing coverage to get down there, the field position, like, I mean, because like if you're within your 5, like you got to get 2 first downs, and then if you got a punt, then you flip the field, and we're stuck not being able to do that because we had to run a vanilla game plan. So like we were always backed up. Now listen, the first touchdown drive was a long drive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the second one was, from like the 20. But like, I don't know, like all in all, like, yeah, we played the field position game, but I think the game was managed in both sides really well. And like, even Julian Sayin was dotting people up, dude. That pass he threw to Brandon Ennis over his shoulder. Brandon Ennis, like that was a fucking beautiful pass, dude. Like I've seen it a bunch now. And it's a beautiful pass. Even the one he threw to Max Clare hit him dead in the hands. It was a dot right there on the fucking sideline. Like the worst pass he threw was to Carnell Tate. The one Carnell Tate came down for a touchdown.
Right. It was underthrown.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, Carnell Tate burnt that fucking corner so hard, dude.
Oh.
Dude, that corner didn't know what fucking hit him when Carnell Tate took off. And that's what's crazy. Like the play before was the Colin Simmons play. So the play before he blocks the defensive end, the next play he takes off so fast the fucking corner doesn't know what planet he's on, and he gets past him, and then somehow he's 2 steps past him, sees it's underthrown, comes back and boxes the dude out and makes a crazy catch that he had to catch twice. Like Carnell Tate's player of the game for me, like flat out. Like he played great. Like he caught the ball when he was supposed to. He blocked amazingly, and like that touchdown fucking throw. I mean, like the one long play we had from like whatever 40 yards out, like. and was the worst ball Julian threw, and like still was for a touchdown. So like, I can't complain. Like if that's the worst ball he threw, fucking, I'm okay with it.
I agree. I agree. I'm happy with the outcome. Obviously, happy because I know that both teams are the best in the country at defense. So not too many times you can say that you're going to be able to win only scoring 14 points.
No,
I don't want to hear that anymore this year.
no, but like what's crazy is the starting point that we're used to for Ohio State, like the starting point we started at last year compared to where we are this year.
Oh yeah,
We're mid-season at the beginning of the season now. So like, where are we going to be when we get to that Michigan game? Where are we going to be when we get to the playoffs? Like, when I saw the ascension that we had last year, like just from the Oregon game on last year, is like this game is essentially a better outcome than an Oregon game, and that was 6 games in last year, and I think we're at least that point, if not better. So like, and we're not going to face the competition. We're not going to face Texas level competition for the rest of the year. Like
no, we got Penn State and we got Illinois.
Yep,
because that's going to be our only 2 real competition the rest of the year.
And that's probably the 2 best defenses we're going to face too.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I got some stats on the Nevada, PSU Nevada game because we were talking about a team being able to accept a new defense and put it into place. Penn State beat Nevada 46-11. And they only had 11 because they scored a touchdown with 25 seconds to go and went for 2 and got it. It was 46-3 until that play. And Aller 22 at 26 for 217 and 1.
Damn. Like, listen, I heard Penn State's got some receivers this year, which is kind of scary. That's kind of scary because they've never had receivers, and now they got some receivers. Like, fuck, Drew Hour's got people to throw to that's not Tyler Warren. Like, fucking, that's frightening. That's a bit scary.
Well,
like,
the thing was they were talking. Aller was pulling the check down string too fast, is what some of the people were saying. That he was checking down instead of giving his wide receivers time to break open. But I mean, 217. He only missed 4 passes.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
I mean, that's That's the Will Howard style thing. Take what they give you. When they give you more, take it. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. And I think that's the type of quarterback Drew Hour's always been. It's I mean, James Franklin, I still think James Franklin in some big games, but like it's scary to think like they have a really good defense. Obviously, they have a great running game like always, and now if they have wide receivers, like it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but they're coming to Columbus, I think, this year. So like that, I assume will be another big noon game.
Yeah, that's what I assume too.
Is that the one where we're supposed to wear the black? Is that the one where we're supposed to wear the black uniforms though?
I think so.
Bro, listen, I hope we wear the fucking
either
black
that or is it the scarlet? All scarlet out.
No, I think the Scarlet Out is the night game. Either Grambling or Ohio is the Scarlet Out.
Ohio, yeah, you're right. You're right. Ohio.
Which I wish we'd have worn the Scarlets against fucking Texas. Like we really should have wore the Scarlets against Texas.
I agree. That would have been bad.
Man, I love them Scarlet uniforms, man. I fucking love them, dude. But I do love the black.
The team does too.
Yeah, no, listen. You could see it when they came out. Like in hindsight, you go back and look, and you could see them when they were coming out of the tunnel in those all Scarlets against Tennessee. You could just they had a look like I don't know, like they always play good in those Scarlet uniforms. They always do. I love those ones, and fucking the black ones too. I think they're supposed to do the gray ones at some point. In the
gray ones don't look good in the daytime. The gray needs to be at night.
Yeah, it needs that contrast of you know what I'm saying, of a night backdrop.
And the black, the black looks good whenever.
Yeah, the black looks amazing, dude. The black looks awesome. The gray ones we wore last year against Iowa, and it was during the day, and that was the JJ Smith fucking fuck off fucking in the air fucking catch. But like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know which games they are this year.
I forget. I've heard the thing, but I know Ohio, and I think Penn State's the other one. Like fucking, I don't know. Maybe I can look and see fucking 2025. Okay. So for the 2025 season, the Ohio State Buckeyes will wear the alternate heritage stripe uniforms for UCLA on November 15th. The all scarlet uniforms for Scarlet the Shoe. Oh, see, it says the Texas game was supposed to be Scarlet the Shoe, and they didn't wear them for that. The helmet stripe game, fans will wear gray with different color tops at the south end. Let's see. Oh. They're wearing the all white at Washington.
That's good. That's really good.
All scarlet against Penn State. All gray against UCLA.
Okay. Well, that's cool that we're wearing 3 different ones this year.
Yeah, we're wearing none of the black ones though. It doesn't say the black ones.
Right.
But yeah, no, dude, the scarlet ones, we're wearing the scarlet ones for Penn State. Oh, I'm so excited. That's dope, dude. I hope
the big Penn State linemen come out without shirts on. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Tennessee thought they
were this weather.
Now, that's crazy. I think both those games are in November too.
Yes.
Yeah, November 1st.
November 1st. Right.
Good. Listen, though, I can't wait to play Nico again. That kid was fucking scared to death last time he was in the shoe. I fucking can't wait, bro. UCLA was like dog shit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Didn't he lose this week?
I think so. They played Utah, which I think Utah's probably going to win the Big 12. So, like, I'm not surprised.
I think they did.
So, no, wait. No, actually, they didn't, because the Big 10 only lost 1 game this week, and it was Northwestern.
Wow.
Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I'm sure the Big 10 went fucking 17-1 this week. Oh no, that fucking UCLA. Never mind. I take that back. UCLA got fucking blown out. I thought it was maybe 2
maybe it was UCLA was the only one that lost.
Maybe it was UCLA, yeah, because fucking they got beat 43-10, which I'm not surprised, because Utah is a fucking great team.
They are. They play great team ball. And it took a absolute show by Jackson Smith and Jigba to win that game.
Yes, I agree.
What was that quarterback's name? I think Cam Rising's officially done now, though.
Yeah, that was Cam Rising, at that time. Okay, so check it out. Rutgers beat Ohio 34-31. Minnesota beat Buffalo 23-10. Nebraska beat Cincinnati 20-17. Miami of Ohio lost to Wisconsin 17-0. Michigan State played Western Michigan 23-6. Illinois beat Western Illinois 52-3. Jesus Christ!
Right, like I said, it was a directional Illinois team.
Purdue beat fucking Ball State 31-0. Maryland beat FAU 39-7. Northwestern lost to Tulane.
Okay.
Indiana beat Old Dominion 27-14. Penn State beat Nevada 46-11, like you said. Oregon beat Montana State 59-13.
13. That was another ranked game.
Yep. Iowa beat Albany 34-7. Michigan beat New Mexico 34-17. And they give up 17 points to fucking New Mexico.
Yeah. They fell one power ranking.
Bro, listen. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude, UCLA or USC beat fucking Missouri State 73-13. 73-13. USC 73.
USC put up 73.
73.
Wow. Wow, I did not know
That's
that one.
mind blowing, bro. That's mind blowing. And then UCLA lost to Utah 43-10, and Washington beat Colorado State 38-21. Yeah, so 2 losses.
2 losses. 16-2. How'd the SEC do?
Let's see.
They do not so good.
They did not. Let's see. No. Here we go.
Texas and Alabama lost.
Why do they not have this set up like the Big Ten's website's so much easier to use? Alabama lost to Florida State. Why do they not have the scores? Jesus Christ, hold on. The SEC's obviously got to make it hard. It says the SEC went 14 out of 16 week 1. I don't believe that.
So that would mean that only Texas and Alabama are the only 2 SEC teams that lost week 1.
Yeah, but they're the only team. Yeah, that's crazy.
Who would have thunk it?
Right, dude. People in Alabama have to know the dynasty's over, bro. You know, Kalen DeBoer in his last 10 games is 5-5.
Ooh, Caleb DeBoer's done.
Bro,
listen, you remember what I told you? You don't want to be the guy that follows the legend. You want to be the guy that follows the guy.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't know who they're going to get, but I don't know if Kalen DeBoer makes it through the season, bro.
They're talking about giving the farm, the house, the car, the trophy case that Nick Saban won all to Dan Lanning.
I don't know if you can get Dan Lanning away from Oregon.
I don't either. He's got his little niche out there.
I know he came. He's a fucking Nick Saban disciple and stuff or whatever. But I don't think you get him back, man. I don't think you get him back to Alabama. I really think Oregon's his thing. And he found his little space out there. He's got fucking Nike money, dude. Nobody else in the country's got fucking Phil Knight and Nike backing them like fucking Oregon does. And I think he likes it.
How old is Phil Knight now? Do you know that? Isn't he in his 80s?
He is, but whoever takes over Nike's obviously, is still gonna suck Oregon's dick. They're right in they're the same town. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I get it, but the kids may have a grudge against. Why did you spend so much money on football?
Right. Yeah, I have no clue. I don't know what the dynamics of Nike is like that, but I think it's gonna be a tough sell to get Dan Lanning away from fucking Oregon.
I agree.
Because I think if you fire Kalen DeBoer, you're gonna have to name an interim coach, which whatever, you've got good coaches at Alabama. But if you're Alabama though, do you just say fuck it and go with the young quarterback and try to get a young quarterback fucking tuned up instead of going with the guy you went with? Because dude, Alabama looked so pedestrian against Florida State.
Dude, Simpson was 23 of 43 for 254 and 2.
Listen, how many times have we seen somebody like Tommy Castellanos fucking run his mouth like he did? That kid got fired as the Boston College quarterback, came down to Florida State and literally said, "Bitch, I want to play Alabama," and then talked so much shit that usually results in a double-digit loss. Talked so much shit and then came out and fucking smoked the team he said he was going to smoke in Alabama.
His line was 9 of 14 for 152 yards. Oh, yeah, 16 rushes for 78 yards as well.
Right, which was what killed him, I think.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's crazy to think back, maybe Jalen Milroe wasn't necessarily the problem. Maybe Alabama just sucks. Maybe Jalen Milroe wasn't as bad as we fucking thought, because Kalen DeBoer kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because he's got a real quarterback like he wants now. One that can throw the deep ball, throw the intermediate balls, all that stuff. And you have the quarterback that you wanted. He brought with him, basically. He got the staff he brought with him. And you're 5-5 in the last 10 games. That's, dude, in Alabama, that's unacceptable in Columbus too. But in Alabama,
Oh my
those
goodness!
hillbillies are fucking man. They're beside themselves down there, bro.
If Ohio State went 5-5 in any 10-game stretch, the whole staff is gone.
Bro, listen,
I
last
don't
time we
care.
did that was the Luke Fickle year. And how
Right.
long did
I
that
don't
last?
even count that year.
One fucking year. We went 6-7 that year.
I don't even count that year.
No,
That year
listen,
was a throwaway.
if we weren't going to get Urban Meyer, I think Luke would have stayed, and I think Luke would have ended up being a great coach. I don't know if it depends what Urban was.
He
But
looked really good in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He ain't looking so good in Wisconsin now. But hey, 17 nothing shutout game 1. Maybe he's got something going a little bit up there now.
I mean, Luke's always been a defensive guy. So I think, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Alabama's got to play Wisconsin. Am I mistaken about that?
What is it?
I think Alabama's got to play Wisconsin. I said, do you think? Can you check on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I mistaken on that?
They played them last year.
Might be a home and home.
Maybe. I hope so, dude. Yep. September 13th. It's fucking next week.
Oh, at Alabama though, isn't it?
Yep. At Alabama, at Bryant-Denny.
Yep. Let's go, Luke.
Buddy, let's go, Luke, for sure, man. Like, listen, bro. If Kalen DeBoer goes 0-2 at the beginning of the season, I don't think he makes it through the season if that's the case. Like, if Kalen DeBoer makes it halfway through the season, I'll be surprised. Because
that's a hot take.
Listen, man. Oh, let's see. Alabama 2025 schedule. Let's just go through and see. So, no, it's 2 weeks from now that they play Wisconsin. So next week they play LA Monroe. Okay, so win.
Maybe
Wisconsin toss up. Right. Shit. Hold on. I fucked it up. Let me just, I'm going to go to the Alabama Athletics thing. Okay, so Florida State, they lost 31-7. LA Monroe. Wisconsin toss-up. Next game is at Georgia. They got a bye week, and then Georgia. Loss. Vanderbilt, win.
Let's see. Vanderbilt kind of looked not so pedestrian last year at the end of the season. Maybe they got something going there.
Maybe we'll still go a toss-up at that one. Missouri, probably win.
Yeah.
Tennessee, I say loss at Tennessee.
Is it at Tennessee?
No, it's at Bryant-Denny, but still lost to Tennessee. Dude, Tennessee, fucking with the kid from fucking UCLA looked amazing.
Yeah.
South Carolina, loss. LSU, loss. Oklahoma, probably lost the way Oklahoma looked. Ooh. It's in Bryant-Denny, but I still think maybe loss. Eastern Illinois, win. Auburn, loss. Like, they don't have a winning record. So they're
not going to go to a bowl game.
Nope, because you got Eastern Illinois, Missouri, UA Monroe, and maybe Wisconsin, and maybe Vanderbilt. That's 5 games. Maybe 5 games.
Maybe 5 games.
If fucking Kalen DeBoer wins 5 games, I'm telling you, like that stretch, I think what happens if he gets fired, the stretch that he would get fired in is he loses to Georgia, he beats Vanderbilt. Like, let's say, just say he beats UA Monroe, Wisconsin. He loses to Georgia, he beats Vanderbilt. He beats Missouri. Everybody's like, okay, Kalen DeBoer's back. He loses to Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, and Oklahoma. It's over. He's not he's fired. Those 4 games, I don't see any way they win those 4 games.
I don't see any way that man keeps his job. You're right.
Like, and what probably, like, if he loses to Wisconsin, then he loses to Georgia, he loses to Vanderbilt, it's over. He's out. Get the fuck out. He loses those 2 flip-flop games and he loses to Georgia, bro. They're telling him, like, he's 1-4 at that point. You got to go, bro. Alabama's not playing. Like there wasn't a season that Nick Saban lost more than 2 games, I think.
No. Florida held Alabama to 87 yards rushing, the fewest in an opening game for Alabama since 1975.
Dude, listen, if
Excuse
you
me, wasn't that the fedora? What was his name again? I'm losing. Bear Bryant's. Wasn't it Bear Bryant still on the field at 1975?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's saying something. DeBoer's got problems.
Yeah, but listen, and the fucking Florida State with all their transfer portal dudes, those motherfuckers looked so much more physical. Dude, I saw one fucking dude hit a fucking Alabama dude, and he floored him so hard. Like, he picked him up off the ground and threw the man. And I was like, dude, when was the last time you saw Alabama get out physical at the line of scrimmage with the wide receiver? Man.
They looked soft. They looked soft.
They looked good for one drive. That was the opening drive. I saw it. I was like, okay, Alabama's here. And after that, they fucking got smacked around the whole rest of the game. Dude, like, you're losing the whole game basically after that to Florida State, who went 2-10 last year.
Right.
And got a bunch of transfer portal dudes and was supposed to be just like a mess this year. And you got out physicaled by them. A team that hasn't even been together for 6 months came out.
That offensive line looked good. It looked really good.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that and you let some quarterback that got fired from Boston College come in and talk the craziest cash money shit and then backed it up. That never happens, dude. That against Alabama, dude, Nick Saban had to be sick to his stomach.
Oh, I know. How about 8 penalties for 70 yards?
Sloppy, dude. Sloppy. Like, dude, I listen, I'm telling you, the fact that Kalen DeBoer has gone 5-5 in his last 10 games, I thought was the craziest stat I've ever heard. I'm like,
I'm writing it down. You say he's gone by week 5?
Let's see. I say Kalen DeBoer, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say by the Tennessee game, which is week 8, Kalen DeBoer's not there.
We'll revisit that.
We will. We'll fucking come back to that one. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that's sort of
I love to tell you that how good you were and how right you were when stuff like that happens, man.
God, I hope. Like, I've never been a Kalen DeBoer fan. Like, when he got the Alabama job, I had question marks because, like,
he was Washington, wasn't he?
Yeah. Like, and listen, he was good at Washington, but Washington and Alabama.
Yeah, you could have been out there with Dan Lanning, having a good feud out there. You know, the 2 West Coast teams. What do they want to be called? The teams out west.
Yeah, teams out west. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think you might have to answer to USC this week about the team out west because you got outscored by 73, 63, 53.
60 points.
They got outscored by 26 points, and Oregon scored 59 points.
Yeah, dude, listen, it's gonna be wild. Like, that's what everybody says too. Everybody keeps talking about Washington, and I can get Washington's good, Jed Fish is good, but they were like, well, Washington hasn't lost since 2021 at their stadium. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, like, dude, they had Kalen DeBoer, they had fucking Michael Penix Jr. Like, they had some shit. I don't know if they've got that.
They went to the national championship. They went to the Natty.
Right.
Come on. But
like 2 years ago, they went to the national championship. So, like, yeah, they might not. I don't think their stadium's loud. It's not Autzen loud.
No,
it's not Autzen loud. And like, I mean, listen, I know the Washington game's gonna be tough, but with a week to prepare, what I saw with the Texas game, I'm less scared of the Washington game now. The Illinois game,
I'm not scared of it at all. I'm worried about Penn State and I'm worried about Illinois.
Yeah, and is the Illinois game after the Washington game?
Is it directly after?
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let's see. So Ohio State schedule: Grambling, Ohio, week off, Washington, Minnesota, then Illinois. So okay, look,
Okay.
that's kind of a run. Because hold on, let me pull up fucking. We got Grambling, Ohio, week off. Then we got Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin, Penn State, Purdue. Woo!
Ooh.
Woo! That's a run, kids. That's a series of games where we're gonna find out what this team is made of. Because
We already know what the team's made of, man. They're steel. Iron sharpens iron. They keep saying that. Now they just proved it because arguably a good offense. If Manning plays up to Manning's expectations, they're a good offense.
yes,
Not a great offense, a good offense.
I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at this, like so, Washington at Washington, Minnesota at home, but then we got Illinois and Wisconsin at Illinois and Wisconsin.
Oh, I hate Wisconsin playing Wisconsin.
And it's probably going to be a night game at Wisconsin.
I've been there for that. You remember the game Ryan Sorgi got choked?
Yeah.
I was there.
No shit.
Oh yeah.
Man, dude, that's rough too. Because look, at Illinois, at Wisconsin, home for Penn State, at Purdue. Whoa. Like that stretches, dude. Like, I mean, that's all the best quarterback. I mean, like Washington's got a good quarterback, Minnesota's got a good quarterback, Illinois' got a good quarterback, Penn State's got a good quarterback. Like we're gonna see some shit. But
our back seven against any others in the country. BIA.
I agree.
Our back seven, and might as well say their backups. Their backups are. I mean, you still got Scott, Aaron Scott,
Bryce West. You got
Bryce
Fahim
West.
Delane. Listen, I think Fahim Delane's going to be fucking excellent, dude. I got fucking high hopes for Fahim Delane. Yeah, Devin Sanchez. Like you've got all these. Yeah, dude, you got all those kids like Malik Hartford. Like
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Jalen McClain doesn't play out of his mind, we still have Malik Hartford, and I think Malik Hartford's a really good fucking player too. He might be the other one that played the nickel. But yeah, I mean, dude, like, yeah. Listen, our defense, I think, is what will carry us. I need to see just a little bit out of the offense. These two games, like, I want Grambling in Ohio. We should come out and fucking somebody's got to get a foot in the ass, and it's these two teams. Like that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I predict a 65 coming up one of these two games.
I hope so. I mean, listen, because I think I have faith in Brian Hartline. I want to see Brian Hartline. What's that?
Put Keenholz in. He'll be such a change to pace that you guys were trying to prepare for a pocket quarterback, and then you got Keenholz. Keenholz will run roughshod over Grambling. And he'll get a chance.
Listen, all I'm saying is I want to see us fucking come out and like Brian Hartline, because Brian Hartline understands wide receiving obviously to a fucking elite level.
Right.
I want to. I understand in that same thing. I know he understands the passing game, and Ryan Day obviously understands Ryan Day is probably, if Ryan Day is a play caller again, he's the best play caller in football probably. You know what I'm saying, especially passing wise. So like, I want to see that. I want to see them come out and fucking chuck the ball over the yard again, get some Ryan Day fucking passing going on, and like to the point where like I want to see Tavian Sinclair in one of these two fucking games. I want to see Tavian Sinclair come out and throw the ball in one of these two games, because it's just so out of hand. That's what I'm saying.
How many plays are you allowed before you can't redshirt?
You're allowed 4 games.
4 games? So if you go in as a special teams player, that counts.
Yes.
As a game. Okay.
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. What is it? The rules on redshirting in college football. You typically can compete into up to 4 games in a season and still retain your redshirt status for the entire year.
All right. Bet. Yep. We're up 52. Let's get Tavian in.
Championship and bowl games do not count towards this 4-game limit. Isn't that
Really?
crazy? That's what it says. It says the NCAA explicitly states that championship games and bowl games don't count for that limit. You imagine like we got a playoff game, it gets out of hand. We're playing fucking three deeps. Jesus Christ!
Imagine this is what I'm imagining. We get them involved in 2 or 3 games, and then if something just happened, we would not give the keys to Lincoln Keyholtz in a playoff situation.
Never.
No, they're going straight to Tavian. Tavian wins the rest of the games, wins the national championship, and then comes back next year and he's still a freshman.
Bro. It's over, brother. Oh my God, it's over. Like, I don't know. Is Tavian redshirting? You know?
Oh, I would definitely say yes. Because we get 3 years out of him.
You know what's crazy? It's on the game on College Football 26. Tavian Sinclair listed as the second quarterback. Listed above Lincoln Keyholtz in fucking stats. That warms my heart to see. I said, you know what, man? Dude, I've believed in that kid since I heard we were getting him. He's from He's from right down the road in Bellefontaine. Like, oh man, fucking.
I hope that the first play of the game against the team up north that Sand comes out with a real bad hangnail.
Right.
A bad hangnail.
Super bad hangnail.
And Tavian comes in and whips up on Underwood.
Like, listen.
That's going to be the.
Listen, how poetic justice would it be that, like, I don't want anything bad to happen, but, like, say a la 2014, something happens, Michigan game, he goes down, Tavian comes in, and Cardell Jones it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, oh my God, that would do this poetic justice. Like,
so imagine again if we don't get him in any of these games, and he does play the team up north, the Big Ten championship. Those two games would play; they would count.
Well, the Big Ten championship wouldn't. It's a championship game.
It's a championship game. That's right. So the only game that would count would be the team up north, and he could play the rest of the year and
still come back as a freshman. Oh my Lord, that would be fucking dude. That would be such poetic justice. Like,
let Keyholtz run the offense for a little while. Let him. If it gets over 50, yes. Give me Tavian.
I want to see fucking mop up duty for all these kids. Like, I'm telling you, I want to see people I don't know their name coming in, like, flat out. Like, I want to see some offensive linemen that are, you know what I'm saying? I want to see Ian Moore on the offensive line during Grambling because, like, everybody else is just taking a fucking nappy. Everybody's like, oh, well, by halftime, I don't want to see any of the starters in.
Oh, no. But he will. He'll do the first series. He always does. The first series of the second half.
Yeah, but after that, like, dude,
okay. So come out and call an isolation on the right side of the field for 1-on-1 or 2-on-1. Just let him run.
Let's get that tunnel screen that fucking Jeremiah dropped at the beginning of last year. I need that fucking redone because that was the greatest tunnel screen I've ever seen. I've never seen something open up more in my life and somebody dropped the ball. Like, oh man. But
well, listen, what about the tunnel screen he ran against Oregon in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Then they split the defenders and ran right between them. Looks back. Oops. Peace.
Listen, that was the one time like you saw the Oregon defender running, and he definitely said like, "Oh, I got a beat on him," and then Jeremiah just took off, and like you could see that dude go, "Oh shit!" Like I gotta kick it, and just gone. Like,
right.
It was great, dude. Like
it was. Didn't he actually wave his hands a little bit, thinking he was slowing himself down or something?
Yeah, like dude, like it was crazy. Like fucking, I don't know. Like I just want to see some weird, crazy shit. Like it's crazy shit that we saw in fucking like that we saw defensively wise. I want to see the craziest shit offensively wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like so Peoples and Donaldson will both have 100 yards games.
Dude, I hope so.
and saying will have 200 yards in passing and 2 touchdowns.
Yep. And I fucking 100 of it better be to Jeremiah. That's all I'm saying.
You've got to get him the ball if he's going to win the Heisman.
I mean, listen, bro, 10 targets. Jeremiah, like, they threw the fucking ball like 20 times, and 10 of them were to Jeremiah. Like, okay, that's fucking reasonable. That's how it should fucking be. Like, and the fact that, like, they were like, Texas is not going to shut him down this time. I did think that, yes, we ran a bland offense, but the fact we ran a bland offense and we were able to get him that many targets, and like the one they threw in the middle of the field, the longer 20-some yard one, he was wide open. We didn't see him that wide open in the entire other game. So that gives me hope. Like, all right, even though we ran a bland offense, you're able to get Jeremiah more open than you did in the other Texas game. Okay, it's there. That fucking layer of like, we can get motherfuckers open and the offense can go open. Like, and the way Jalen Sam was throwing, he was dotting shit up. So like, it's there. I just need to see it now. I need to see more of it. I need to see more than 4 or 5 plays.
Yeah, the drops were right in the players' hands. The drops that happened, they were right. They should not have been dropped. None of them.
No. And listen, you know what? Those 2 drops, Jeremiah, I bet you didn't drop another ball all year. Like, I bet he could be so hyper fucking focused about catching the fucking ball and not letting his eyes fucking miss it.
Well, you remember during the game they talked about him going and changing gloves.
Yeah.
And he didn't drop another ball. He got interfered.
Yeah. Dude, when he broke, that's the whole thing. If he breaks and doesn't get held there, he's gone. It's over. Julian throws over the top and he walks in.
You're right.
That's what, like, dude, that Texas defender grabbed him.
Any other games you want to talk about?
The Clemson LSU game, I think that was a good one. Like, LSU defense LSU's defense looked fucking gangster. Like,
they were
defense like that all year. Like, Harold Perkins is a guy. Like, I think the 2 linebackers at LSU are going to rival Sonny and Arvell for the best linebackers in the country. Those 2, I think, are the best 2 sets of linebackers in the country. Like, Harold Perkins is a savage. Arvell Reese, savage. The other one's solid. Sonny Styles, solid. Like, that's the best 4 linebackers I saw all weekend, for sure.
LSU held Clemson to 32 yards rushing.
But listen, dude, 1.6 yards a fucking carry. Like, since when can't Clemson run the ball?
Said the worst. They said Clemson only scored 10 points. That was the worst offensive output at home since 2010.
And all I'm saying is, I still Dabo is doing an old Ryan Day thing. He's got Garrett Riley there. That's not a Garrett Riley offense. There's no way you're telling me Lincoln Riley's brother ran an offense like that. No fucking way, dude.
No.
I just Lincoln Riley put up 73 points. You know what I'm saying? No way fucking Garrett Riley does that again. And like, even the passing game, like, did you have a veteran quarterback? What's supposed to be the best quarterback in the country, and played Cade Klubnik, and literally he looked pedestrian. Now Garrett Nussmeier did not look much better. I know everybody's like sucking Garrett Nussmeier's dick, but I promise you, like, it was very pedestrian on both sides. But
would you be surprised if they both threw for the same exact yards?
I would not, because I'm telling you, like, they both look somewhat pedestrian. But LSU, when they normally falter at the end and they fucking fumble the ball or they fuck it up and like they let somebody just run in, their defense held up, and Garrett Nussmeier was able to go down and he threw a good touchdown in the last touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, so he may have done better, but they both suck. Dude, I think they were 0 for 6 or 2 for 12 or something on long balls, both of them. I think they threw like 6 long balls apiece or 3 long balls apiece, and they didn't hit anything.
This is surprising. I didn't even notice this until just now. I wrote it down. They both had 38 pass attempts.
Yeah.
They both had 230 yards passing.
That's crazy.
Nussmeier had 28 completions. Klubnik only had 19.
Right, so Cade Klubnik got it done in less completions, and Clemson still couldn't get it done because
he threw a pick too. But every time Klubnik went back to pass, 56% of the time, not every time, 56% of the drop back passes LSU blitzed.
Dude, listen, I'm telling you, LSU's defense was fucking. They were playing like their hair was on fire, but they were everywhere. They were coming, and like to stop the run like that. Like I know Ohio State's running game wasn't that good, but like the fact that you held Clemson, who usually can run the ball, like you know what I'm saying, they've fucking to nothing. 32 yards is nothing,
32 yards.
And it was a home game for Clemson. It was a home.
Yeah.
Listen, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Death Valleys are fucking. They're both frightening. The fact is, it's a home game for Clemson. Everybody was touting Clemson and might be the best team in the country all around, and they came out and looked like that. Like,
I'm sorry. In my opinion, it's Ohio State's national championship to lose.
Absolutely. And the people I've heard all day about fucking Georgia's going to be number one or Georgia's going to be number one or LSU
don't care who's number one. At this point, I don't give a dang who's number one in the country anymore.
To be fair, I hope they put somebody in front of us because you know what? That adds to the hunger that this team has to go, oh, we beat the number one team. We're still not number one. We got you. Hold on. Like that's sort of, I've never seen a team win a national championship and come out and be so pissed like they've never won in fucking 20 years. And Ohio State came out like.
I like the fact that Sonny Styles told him, this team hasn't done anything. You need to take down the banners.
Yep. They had the banners up for like 2 months and they made them take them down. And the only one that's in there is the new electronic ones that are in the practice field and in the stadium. That's it. Like we took out everything else, all the awards, all that sort of shit. Like that's a fucking to do that and to see the team come out, be that hungry is wild. Like Texas should have been the hungrier team. Texas should have been the more prepared team. Texas should have been the more physical team. And they were none of those things. Ohio State came out and dominated all those things in the first game of the year, which is so out of character for an Ohio State team. Like, I love this team, but like they fucking take their sweet time sometimes at the beginning of the year. They did not.
No, they didn't.
They came out like it was fucking mid-year and they were ready to go. And like, Ryan Day's staff, like, I think, you know what that is there's so many NFL dudes on this staff now. You know what I'm saying? O.G. Walt, fucking Matt Patricia, all the line, like, you have all these NFL dudes now that are just fucking there and they're going, listen, we got to be prepared every fucking week. Every week, it should be fucking game of the year. And
it has to be. Everybody's going to get coming for us. We are number one. We are the champions. I don't care if we're number 8. Something happens and we don't lose a game, but we go down to number 8 because people jump us. I don't care. I don't. At the end of the season, we're January 19th, I think it is. We're standing there holding the little trophy. And somebody else has got the big trophy. I'm good.
Listen, all I'm saying is I think we finally checked off the boxes of like no more like shitty big game Ryan Day, right? He's got one more box to check. Maybe 2. He's got 2 boxes to check. Beat the team up north, win the Big Ten championship. After that, dude, are we not convinced that this is a dynasty at this point? Like Ryan Day checks those boxes. Like, what hasn't he fucking done then? He has literally done it all, and he's done it better than everybody else. Like, I don't want to hear any more Kirby Smart this and Kirby Smart that. Fucking Ryan Day is top of the top at that point. Like, he is doing everything. Like, he literally lost both coordinators, came out, and the first game of the season beat the number 1 team in the country. Nobody else is doing that. No one.
Nope. Like, they had their teams in place. Their coordinators are what, both 3 years? I think both of their offensive and defensive coordinators were in their 3rd year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, look, check it out. Ohio State replaced what? Let's see. At least 9 people on defense?
9 people on defense. 9.
Yeah, 9 people on defense. And their defense may have come out and looked better than last year's. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, you're telling me, like, the number 1 defense in the country that won the national championship last year gets a new fucking coordinator and comes out and looks better with all the backups from last year. Get the fuck out.
It was 8 new players. It was 8 new players. You're right.
Yeah. I thought it was not 8 or 9, but like still, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. And that's what rotation does. That gets you prepared. You got to be the man up. You're the next man up. You better be ready to be the next man up right now.
What we heard last year at the beginning of the season, like, We need to rotate these players in. We think that our second team is just as good as any starters. All that stuff they preached at the beginning of last year, we saw it this year. We saw it in the playoffs.
Yep.
Like that, and it's finally coming to fruition. Like, okay, all these kids now, like all those defensive linemen and like the fucking Jermaine Matthews and stuff, they know what it's like to go play in the playoffs, to play for a national championship because they played in it. So now, like, these big moments are not that big. They're not the fucking biggest game in the world because they've already done that. They've done that. They know what it's like. So, like, to have backups come in, right, when you're 2 and 3 deep, can go, yeah, I know what it's like to play in a national championship game. That really takes the pressure off of playing a game in fucking, in August against, what I'm saying, the number 1 team in the country. Like, it's not that big. We already played this game. We played this game last year and we won.
We already played the big game. This is the beginning. That's what they really tied their horses to. I mean, they don't want any of the accolades until they win it. And I can see Sonny feels like he is the team dad. He does. He feels like he's it, and he is because he's wearing that number 0. And I'm happy. I'm happy.
Unanimous Flacco stays with the linebackers. Like, you got Caleb Downs, who everybody says is a coach on the field. They call him Coach Downs. Like, that's crazy. Like, the fact that, like, we have that leadership on the defense, and like the leadership of Jeremiah now is like way more vocal this year. You know what I'm saying? You got Carnell Tate speaking up. You have like this leadership on the offense. Brandon Ennis, this is his first year as a starter in his 3rd year, and literally he was voted a captain. That's crazy. Like, that's called first time starter, been there for 3 years, voted a captain by everybody. Like,
by everybody, right?
That sort of leadership is like, okay, well, who's going to step up and be Will Howard? Fuck, we have Brandon Ennis. We have these dudes that literally everybody knows and loves, and instead of them being like, oh, like, well, I'm just like on the sideline, like, are literally captains now, is crazy. Like, it's that fucking sort of thing. Is like, dude, that sort of leadership is the thing I think may have been lacking for a long time.
Maybe. You may be right.
And I think the one thing that kicked it into overdrive was when they had that players meeting and people go, we got to step up. Obviously, we got to fucking motivate the coaches like they motivate us. And they did that. And now those leaders are standing on business. And now you have coaches standing on business. So, like, the bringing in of all the NFL shit, like, to say, like, I mean, like, Ohio State is literally being run like an NFL team now, which I think might be that's the new thing to do. Like, I think, like Chris Drew was talking, like,
the culture that Ohio State has, that's bar none better than any NFL culture is ever going to be.
No, listen, the brotherhood that Ohio State has is bananas. And like, the brotherhood was not what it was at the beginning of the Ryan Day era, even with the Urban era. What it is now, like the shit you see with like player, like, JTT being on the sidelines and talking about, like, it's hard for me not to just run into the game. I just want to be in there. Like, that sort of brotherhood of being there. Like, you saw everybody. Will Howard was there. Travion was there. Fucking Jack Sawyer. Fucking JTT. Like, when the defense came off the field, Larry Johnson didn't address the team. He let Jack Sawyer address the team. That's crazy.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that, like, that sort of brotherhood is there. Like, you don't see that at other games. Like, yeah, Texas got Matthew McConaughey and all that other shit, but, like, literally Ohio State is, like, literally, like, the whole team came back to literally see this game, and, like, not to just, like, see the game, but to, like, be there, to coach, and, hey, listen,
we had a bunch of recruits there too, did we not? Wasn't there a bunch of recruits?
There was.
For both sides.
Yep. There was, and I think that sort of thing with recruits coming to big games last year and this year and seeing that sort of culture and seeing, oh shit, like, when Ohio State goes out and looks like that, wouldn't you go, oh yeah, no, I can fucking play here. I can play here.
I want to play here.
Right. Like, this team came up against it, and against all odds, they fucking did it. And they did it in a way that is uncommon. It's not uncommon. Like, it's not common for fucking people to go out and the number 1 in 3 teams in the country, it's 14-7. And the 3 team dominates them most of the game, doesn't dominate the stat sheet, and comes out on top. We were 3 for 12 on fucking third down, and Do we go for 3 for 12 against Illinois? We lose. We went
Oh
3 for
yeah,
12 like this game, and we still figured out a way to do it, and that's what I'm saying. Like it was a full management of the game. They managed the game from start to finish, and they recognized like, okay, Texas, we've got their number. They're not going to be able to do this, so let's do what we need to do, and 14 is going to be enough.
we may have to say that a couple of times this year.
Maybe, but like I'm saying, like I think the realization of that sort of fucking thing, and then the execution is what wasn't there. The execution is there now. That execution of like, okay, this is what we got to do. All right, we're gonna go out and do it, and to be able to do it and do it in a way that like controls the game all the way up until like, I mean, Arch Manning had to like pull some shit out of his ass, and they only scored 7. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty amazing. Like to hold what the fucking to hold
That pass, that touchdown was all on the wide receiver. That pass
yeah,
was out in front of him. He had to lay out to get it. That was all on the wide receiver.
I agree.
It wasn't a great
And
pass.
I fucking hate that that's on Jermaine Matthews' record because Jermaine Matthews
I
played
know.
such a fucking good game, and that one thing is like, ah, man, but like, it's not like it lost
He
the game. It's a
he laid
picky
out
thing.
for it too.
He did. Jermaine Matthews was on that kid's ass. Like
Yeah,
you can't play it any better. That kid just made a play, and sometimes it's like, okay, listen, that kid just made a play, but obviously it wasn't that he was better than like because we stopped him after that, like, and you know they just couldn't get it going. Like when you've got him so shook that he can't complete a literal 5-yard pitch and catch to Ringo right in front of him, throws it so far behind him, the kid drops it. Like, dude, I mean, if you complete that pass, the kid's got 25 yards. Nobody there. Maybe Caleb Downs makes that tackle. He still gets 15. So like
yeah.
that 15 yards is the difference between what's going on and not going on. And then after that, like, you know, we had the play at the end of the game where they flushed him out. Dude, how you leave CJ Hicks unblocked on that last play? CJ Hicks has been a terror the whole game. You see him standing there lurking, and you don't block him. Like, what do you think is going to happen? And shout out Arch Manning for being strong enough to throw that ball. But
Right.
like, dude, CJ Hicks grabbed him like he owed him money. Like, holy shit, dude. Like,
That's the same type of tackle that Caleb Downs put on that tight end
yep.
at the other end of that play.
And even the first drive when we got that tight end, they threw that tight end and he fell short. They grabbed that kid, and usually that kid falls forward and gets the first down. They snatched that kid up and put him down right where he caught the ball. Right there.
Right there.
Damn, bro. Like they were you were getting no extra yards out of him. And like what little they got, like Arch Manning did outrun him the one time and they flushed him. And I think they were like, oh shit, like he's a little bit faster than we thought. But like after that, dude, they were on that kid's ass the whole game. And it's great. Like, I don't know. Like I heard somebody say, like, did they not watch the game last year? How are you gonna leave an unblocked person on the right side of the line? It's exactly what happened with Jack Sawyer. It was just fucking an unblocked dude from the blind side. Like,
well, that was Jack's move on that tackle was something else. He dipped his shoulder, and that's when he shifted his feet. And by that time, Jack was around him.
Right.
He gave him a dipsy doodle.
I guess it wasn't unblocked, but it seemed like it was unblocked.
Well, it was. He never touched him. He never touched him, so it was unblocked.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. But like CJ Hicks, they just let him stand, and nobody even looked at him. He ran completely straight, untouched.
Right.
Fucking to that dude. Like, what the fuck? Why? How you guys do that? Like the most important play of the game, you let a dude who's been wrecking you all game fucking come sprinting full force at you. Like CJ Hicks got on a blitz finally. But goddamn.
It was fun to watch. It really was. And then comparing that to the other games that I watched, I'm like, why aren't you guys playing defense like this game had defense? Because that score of the Miami game, 27-24, Miami should have had 35-42 maybe. I mean, the first play, their first drive, they had a field goal attempt that went awry. They dropped the ball and he couldn't do anything but run out of bounds with it. I mean, so it was just it's so refreshing to see us get off to a start like that, like you said.
I think everybody else looked like it was the first week of the season, and Ohio State looked like we're 4 weeks deep, 5 weeks deep. You know what I'm saying? Like we looked every bit of what we looked like at Oregon last year, 6 weeks deep in the season. And you know what? It was nice to see that we could play what became a close game and come out on top. Because that, like the Oregon game on stuff like where we had to just rely on the defense and we just had to play trestle ball. We had to play field position, and it played out perfectly. We've never seen Ohio State be able to do that and play it like, listen, yeah, we're in bad field position, but we keep trucking away. We keep doing it. We score. Okay. Keep doing it. We score. Okay. And then all of a sudden we're up 14-0 in the end of the third quarter. And it's like, wait, this game's basically over. Like they've done nothing the whole game. You can't tell me that they're going to come out and like do that in the fourth quarter. And like, yeah, they scored the one touchdown. I was in no fear on that last drive. I thought we had it. Like I've never been in.
I agree. I think we were both saying that at the time. We're just got to shut this game out. We just got to close it out.
Right. And we did what we did at Penn State when we got the lead last year. Like it was 7 minutes left to go. We got the ball and we ran for 4 minutes. We ran the ball for 4 minutes.
Right.
That's all we did. We got 2 first downs. We ran the ball. And all of a sudden it's 3 minutes left to go. Like I've never had a big game last 3 minutes be so not as stressful as I thought it was going to be. Like, it's 14-7. And I never once thought like, we're fucked. Like they might score and we have to go to overtime. Like I thought at one time, I was like, I'm not seeing that.
That never even crossed my mind.
And
I swear to you, that never crossed my mind that we were going to have to go to overtime.
Yeah, and listen, like because Arch Manning, even when he was like throwing the ball, his mechanics looked so bad that whole game. The whole game, his mechanics looked really bad. He looked like, dude, I've never seen a quarterback that was supposed to be the Heisman #1 favorite look so confused. Like I can only imagine if on the TV copy, I could see how confused he looked. Ryan Day had to in 5 seconds go, oh, we've got this kid's number. He didn't know the fuck is going on.
Oh,
he's 30 feet away. He's going, that kid's seeing ghosts. And we're 2 plays in.
He knew. And I'm just, the whole game was just perfect.
It was. Perfect. Dude, I get anxiety over all the big games. Oregon last year haunted me the whole season. And like this Texas game, I was like, man, fuck. Because I have Texas fans in my family, and I'm just like, oh my God, I do not want to hear their mouths for fucking all season. And literally, it was just like, I had them with one horns down, and like they had shirts made and everything, dude. Like I swear to God, my cousin who I'm in business with literally printed up like hook 'em horns, shirts, and shit or whatever. I'm like, bro, if I gotta fucking see these shirts all season, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. And we came out and won. And then my aunt came over and I was like, Arch Manning, not as good as you thought, huh? She said, obviously not. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I know.
Obviously not.
Yeah. And listen, she sent me a fucking picture, and it was just, I think I put it in the group chat. It says like Texas fans crying, and it said, but we talked so much shit. And I was like, yep, you sure fucking did, dude. And just like fucking Tennessee and all the rest of you that want to run your fucking mouth. I appreciate that, like, the team has kind of locked onto that, like, same mentality as the fan base of like, okay, talk shit, we got you. We're gonna play the game, so we'll find out. And they just are coming out smacking.
McLean after the game was running at a camera going, SEC, SEC, SEC. What?
Yeah, listen, fucking Jermaine Matthews is like renowned for being a shit talker. Like, can you imagine the level of shit talking he was? Dude, if I was Jermaine Matthews, I'd have been talking cash money. You're gonna fight me, like spit on me, like Eggman Olsen got spit on last year, type shit. Because like, especially with he was the one who caused the tip that almost had the second interception. Like, bro, listen, like Jermaine Matthews locks down the whole secondary, like crazy.
Did you get to see the Georgia game? Any of the Georgia game? There was an interception where.
Was it the one that like went off a helmet and a foot and like
a foot? And he kicked it right up, and then here comes this big defensive lineman running, and is like thud. Oh,
wait, no, wasn't that the Miami game?
No, that was the Georgia. Was that the Miami game?
I think it was the Miami because it was CJ Carr that threw the interception, and as somebody was talking about, I heard people talking about it that like it was they hate that gets put on CJ Carr's record because like obviously that's no fault of his own.
Well, it was a bad pass. It was underthrown, and it almost got picked off at first. It was a good defensive play by his wide receiver. But then here comes the linebacker, and he jumped up, and he went for the ball, and he missed it, and it went off a helmet, and that's when he kicked it. And it would just flipped up in the air right to that lineman.
That's hilarious, dude. I'm gonna YouTube that afterwards. Like that's great, dude. Fucking, I don't know. Is there any other games?
Yeah, it was the
Miami
CJ
game?
Carr because there was no interceptions thrown in the Georgia game.
Yeah.
So it was Miami.
You know what? The one game I think I want to talk about, Bill Belichick. That was supposed to be a coronation for him yesterday, and he got fucking so smoked by fucking Sonny Dykes. Like,
what was the final?
48-14 TCU.
Ooh.
Bill Belichick got smoked 48-14. And I get it, it's North Carolina. Maybe you don't have the dudes, but 48-14 to a big fucking 12 team?
Yeah, they're not. It's not a football school.
let me see if I can find.
Turn it into a football school.
Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, I think we had some pretty funny reactions to some of the shit that we were watching on the game.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can find a picture of him after the fucking after the game. Because like, well, yeah. Oh my God. Here's the picture. I just want you to see this picture and want you to see how much of a coronation this was supposed to be for Bill Belichick and how much like they thought he was about to just fucking kill everybody. Look at this picture. Look at it. Looks like a prom picture. Look at all the balloons and shit. That's the post-game press conference. How crazy is that, dude?
That's the post-game?
That's the post-game press conference. It was supposed to be a Bill Belichick coronation. Like, you got prom picture. Like, it looks like a prom background with all the balloons and shit. And literally had to go up there and be like, yep, well, we got our faces kicked in. No one knows what to do. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, it's insane.
But I'm going home to a 24-year-old, and you're not.
Bro, listen, you know that chick is about to fucking, she's about to trademark the fucking term gold digger. Like, literally trademark it. She filed for it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Like, of all things for her to trademark. And you know what I said? I heard that. I said, I think Kanye West is going to take fucking offense to that, man.
Man, that's something else.
But listen, you know they're doing like the Hard Knock style, documentary style shit. They're going to have enough shit in the first game for that whole show. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's such a shit fucking fire down there at fucking North Carolina right now. You have the best coach maybe to ever live. And he, like, dude, could you imagine Nick Saban?
He's got the bad news bears.
Right. Like, could you imagine Nick Saban coming back to coaching and losing 48-14 to Sonny Dykes? Never.
No.
Never.
No, he'd pull his team off the field before he let that happen.
Right. Like, they would forfeit the game before Nick Saban goes down smoking like that.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe TCU is really good, but I'm not fucking buying it. like, I'm not fucking buying it.
They're Big 12. They'll have to play Oklahoma, won't they?
No, Oklahoma's SEC now.
That's right.
No,
Who was I thinking?
They'll have to play Utah, though. Let's see.
Yeah, Cam Rising they finally kicked him out of college. Well, he was there for like 7 years or 8 years.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he's they finally told him, no, we're gonna move on to a younger player here.
Okay, so TCU plays ACU. Oh, they got to play SMU. They got to play Arizona.
Be a tough game. When is that game?
September 20th.
Man, there are some bangers just week after week now.
Dude, and the next week TCU plays fucking Arizona State.
Dude.
Yeah. And then the next week after that, they play Colorado.
Yeah,
Oh, listen,
overrated.
I mean, maybe, but like they're not as bad as North Carolina. Yeah, they play
True.
Abilene Christian, SMU, Arizona State, Colorado, Kansas State, Baylor. Baylor game's going to be a banger. Baylor's pretty good.
Baylor lost this week too.
Did they? That's crazy.
Yeah, check it out. Pull it up.
They play West Virginia. Hold on. Iowa State,
Yeah,
BYU, Houston, Cincinnati. They end the year with. So they don't play Utah. But if they go to the Big 10 or the Big 12 championship, they'll have to play Utah, I assume. But I mean, they play Cincinnati.
I'm going to tell you right now. Here, write this one down. Hot take.
Okay.
Iowa State's going to win that conference.
Mark it down, kids. Iowa State, Big 12 champions. Who are they playing? They playing Utah?
Yeah. Look at their schedule.
Yeah, let's see what Iowa State's schedule. Well, they beat Kansas State, right?
Yeah.
So we got Iowa State plays Iowa next. Damn, they're playing for the Cyhawk at fucking next week.
Week 2.
That's crazy.
Banger.
Yeah. Then they play hold on, let me see. Fucking pull up the whole thing here. Okay, they play Iowa. And they're already 2-0. Iowa State. Shit.
Yeah, they played the game over in Ireland.
That's right. They played week 0.
Right.
And then they just beat South Dakota 55-7. Damn, Rocco Beck. Shout out Rocco Beck.
Right.
Then they play the Cyhawk, Arkansas State, Arizona, the Cincinnati, Colorado, BYU, Arizona State, TCU, Kansas, Oklahoma State. Maybe. I mean, let's see that win. Cincinnati might be a loss. Colorado's probably a win. BYU a win. Arizona State probably a loss. TCU, we don't know. Probably a win. Kansas probably a win. Oklahoma State probably a win. Yeah,
take it down the rabbit hole. What happened to Cincinnati this week?
Fucking what? Did Cincinnati lose?
I thought so.
They lost to Wisconsin. They lost to Wisconsin. Or no. They lost to Nebraska.
Okay.
So, yeah. Man,
close game, right? 2015 or something like that. What was the score of that game? 2017.
Yep. Yeah, so like looking at it, let's see. I mean, we can just go down it. Like they're already 2-0. Iowa probably a win.
Probably.
Arkansas State win. Arizona win. Cincinnati probably a win. Colorado probably a win. BYU win. Arizona State maybe one loss.
Yep.
TCU win. Kansas win. Oklahoma State probably win. So yeah, they probably go fucking 11-1 and go to the Big 12 championship. Now,
my words.
I know this is a rabbit hole of fucking Big 12 shit that nobody cares about, but like I just want to know Utah's football schedule here real quick. So Utah already beat UCLA 43-10. Saw that. They play Cal Poly, win. Wyoming, win. Texas Tech.
Ooh.
Texas Tech, that's a flipping game. We'll come back.
Okay.
West Virginia probably win. Arizona State, probably a loss, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Probably a loss.
They're returning some guys out there.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Sam Levitt and them, like fucking, yeah, they're gangster. BYU win. Colorado win. Cincinnati probably win. Baylor obviously win. Kansas State win. Kansas. So yeah, like maybe they have 2 losses. Maybe if they lose to fucking Texas Tech, which maybe they don't. Thinking about it, like we don't know what Texas Tech is. I don't know Texas Tech's schedule like that or anything. But like, so they might go 11-1 too. Oh, fuck. What does Arizona State do?
I think Texas Tech put up 55 this week. Check that real quick.
Let's see. Texas Tech. Sports. Football. They went 1-0. What do they do though? Where's the schedule? Jesus. Why is everybody shit so hard to navigate?
Because they know you're doing it.
Right. They know I need information, God damn it. It's crazy. Hold on. Want to know? They put up 67 against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Holy shit. They've got a fucking easy schedule too. Look, I want to know though. This is what I want to know because we and everybody's thing. We keep saying Arizona State a loss. So what's Arizona State's fucking thing look like?
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, it might be Utah. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking schedule. They want to know. They beat Northern Arizona. Oh, maybe fucking they're not. Do they beat Northern Arizona and FCS team 38-19. Maybe Arizona State's not what we thought they were.
Ooh.
They play Mississippi State, Texas State, Baylor, TCU, Utah, Texas Tech, Houston, Iowa State. Dude, actually Arizona State might not fucking go. Like Iowa State could be a loss. Utah could be a loss. Texas Tech could be a loss. Like fucking Arizona State might be fucking whatever 9-3 this year. So like it looks like it might be fucking whatever. It might be Iowa State and
Utah.
And Utah. Man, it's hard to pick against Utah though, man. But Rocco Becht is fucking gangster. Like maybe you're right. Maybe not that hot of a take. Maybe now we looked at it. Maybe not that hot of a take. Holy shit. That's what's crazy. The Big 12 is maybe I don't know to be worried about that much about Arizona State because what's the Big 12 always? It's all the offense and none of the defense. So like the fact they get 19, that's pretty par for the course. But they only put up 38 when everybody else was putting up 60. You know what I'm saying? Against everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Iowa State put up 55. Fucking, Utah put up 43. Fucking, against better competition. So like, yeah, maybe Arizona State's not what we thought it was going to be. Interesting. I did not know that. Interesting. Can never tell.
I hope that turns out.
Maybe
hope I get the lottery ticket for tomorrow night too. By the way.
Yeah, fucking don't we all? Don't we all? Look,
$1.3 billion
with a B. Goddamn, bro. Shout out Ohio Lottery. Fucking hell. Man, that's hard not to play that. Fucking so look though. Maybe next week what we'll do. Maybe we should pick next week. We'll pick conference championship games and the playoff bracket and do the playoff bracket early season and see where we land fucking at the end of the season.
That sounds good.
You want to do that just like early season shit? Because we don't know. We don't really know, but it'd be fun to do that. And then,
one game doesn't make the whole season, except if you're Notre Dame.
Well, listen, they lost to Northern Illinois last year. They got their shit together, so maybe fucking an early season loss what Notre Dame needs. But maybe Miami's just that good. Maybe the U is back. I don't know. It's hard to fucking tell.
At times, they looked like they were lights out on defense. And then you turn around and you let a tight end get 20 yards behind your safety.
Yeah, listen. I love Marcus Freeman. Like I do. I mean, I wish he's not said the things he said about Ohio State, but like I can't fault him. Like maybe he's got something going on, whatever. But like I like Marcus Freeman. I think he's going to be a good coach, and they should have a great returning defense. They have, you know what I'm saying, and they have probably what was considered the number one running back in the country, in Jeremiah Love. Like
he didn't have that many yards this week. 20 yards or something like that.
CJ Carr was supposed to be the deliverance for him, and kind of was not. That was kind of confused by base packages. Notre Dame's an anomaly, man. Every year, Notre Dame seems to be an anomaly where like they lose to Northern Illinois, yet they're in the national championship game last year, and they're pushing towards the end. So it's hard to fucking tell with them. Marcus Freeman, I think, is a good motivator. This is probably a motivating thing. We've been hearing the U's back for fucking since fucking 2003 since we beat them. The U hasn't been back.
We broke them.
Right. So like it's hard for me to believe the U's back after fucking 20 plus years. But maybe it
is. They had Carson Beck for 20 for 31 for 205 and 2.
Listen, That's the only scary thing I said about Miami is if we get the Carson Beck from 2023, Miami could be a fucking problem. If we get Carson Beck last year, obviously, I think that's more of a Mike Bobo thing in Georgia. But obviously, it was because he looked the part. He goes in and beats Notre Dame. The ACC is a weak ass conference. Like they got Clemson who can't run the fucking ball. So who else you got? I mean, you got SMU maybe. The ACC is kind of wide open every fucking year. So Miami with an experienced quarterback.
What kills me is Cal's on the ACC list, right?
Yeah.
The Atlantic Coast Conference featuring California.
Yes. The exact opposite of the Atlantic Coast Conference. Cal.
Did you hear what Gunnar Stockton did this week?
No, I heard it was very similar to maybe it was similar to Carson Beck.
How about 14 of 24 for 190 and 2?
Okay.
And 10 for 73 and 2. He ran for 2 and threw for 2.
Okay.
Gunnar
Stockton got his shit together.
Right.
Georgia.
Now it was Marshall. Right.
Still though, listen, I still think it's going to be Georgia, Texas in the SEC championship game. It's hard to not believe that that's what's going to happen in the SEC. It's really hard.
Let's look at Georgia's schedule. Okay. Just to be shits and giggles.
Georgia schedule. They're 1-0. Georgia, Marshall, 45-7. Then they play the powerhouse of Austin Peay.
Let's go P.
Then they got Tennessee at Tennessee. Early, man. Ooh. Then they got versus Alabama.
Nah.
Then they got Kentucky. But then they got Auburn. Then they got Auburn. They got to go to Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn's kind of an anomaly this year. I'm fucking. Then they
That's a toss-up.
Yep. Then they got Ole Miss. Then they got the world's largest outdoor cocktail party with Florida.
Nah, they'll win that.
You think so? I mean, Florida might be some shit. Then
DJ Langley has to see that he can play and not get hurt.
True. That's a fair point. Mississippi State, obviously a win. Then they got Texas.
So they got Texas as a game.
Yeah, they got Texas in the regular season.
Hold on.
Which it's in Athens though, so it's at fucking Sanford Stadium. So,
right.
Then they got Charlotte because the cupcake bullshit that the fucking SEC does. And then they got the Ramblin' Wreck, Georgia Tech.
Who's been putting some money into a football program down there, if you've been following it.
Check it out. Hot take. Georgia goes 11-1. Their one loss, Georgia Tech. Hot take. What I think they trip up.
You think they'll beat Tennessee, or they'll beat Texas and beat? Is it Tennessee at Tennessee?
Tennessee at Tennessee's. They might go 10-2 because I didn't realize that Tennessee game, especially early in the season, is at Tennessee, and Tennessee looked the fucking part. Tennessee looks the part. They got their offense. It looks like Josh Heupel with the new quarterback got their fucking shit together. That quarterback looked better than Nico ever looked.
Nico looked so scared last year. I mean, I shouldn't be entertained by it, but I am. It's like a train wreck. You can't look away, but he just looked so scared.
He just never impressed me. And this new kid looked the part. He looked like a Josh Heupel quarterback that was fucking throwing the ball.
Right.
And Josh Heupel, a good offensive mind. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, played quarterback. And I just, man, I don't know.
If they made it to the playoffs with Nico, they'd definitely make it to the playoffs with the new dude.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely think Tennessee.
Who's Tennessee play this year? Let's see their schedule.
We can go down that rabbit hole, too.
This is a fun time. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This will help us do our list though, fucking for next week too. That's why I said, like, it's fun to kind of do this. So like Tennessee 1-0, they beat Syracuse pretty handily.
Yeah.
They beat Syracuse 45-26. Then they got Eastern Tennessee State, Georgia,
Win.
UAB.
Where's Georgia game at?
At Tennessee.
At Tennessee. Okay.
UAB, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky, Oklahoma, New Mexico State, Florida, Vanderbilt. Man, Tennessee's got an all right, decently easy schedule if they fucking play their shit right.
After Georgia,
the scariest team they got after Georgia is Oklahoma.
And we'll see about them after they played Meat Chicken this week.
Yeah, listen, and Oklahoma is at fucking Neyland. That's probably a win.
Yeah.
Like they do got to go to Florida late in the year. Alabama's at Bryant-Denny, Arkansas. Yeah, dude, like all like the fucking poignant games are at fucking Neyland. So it's like, I mean, maybe, yeah, dude, like Oklahoma and Florida, like the two scariest things after Georgia, and like Oklahoma, like especially at Neyland at probably at night, fucking, yeah, it says either 3:30 or 6 to 8, so it's definitely a night game at Neyland. Florida's at Florida, but we don't know if Florida is and if DJ Lagway is gonna. I mean, like they got DJ Lagway, but like, do they have a whole lot else? I don't know.
You got to show me after the way that last year went. You got to show me that you can do it.
Right, and then they got Vanderbilt to close the year at Neyland at night. Fucking no way, dude. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Vanderbilt's got some shit, but like, I don't see, especially 10 weeks in, a Tennessee team that's been through kind of got their feet under them, especially the way they looked in the first game. I'm not seeing Vanderbilt winning. So like, yeah, no, it looks like, I mean, even if fucking Tennessee loses to Georgia, it looks like they go 11-1.
Right?
Maybe it's fucking, who knows? Maybe it's fucking Tennessee and Georgia in the fucking SEC championship. What's Texas schedule look like for the rest of the year though? That's what I don't know. I want to know what Texas schedule looks like. All right. So Texas obviously 0-1, lose to Ohio State. Next game, San Jose State win. UTEP win. Sam Houston win. Florida at Florida.
We'll have to check Florida's schedule next.
Yeah.
Florida at Florida.
Oklahoma Red River shootout. I fucking still think I got to go with Texas there probably. Unless Oklahoma shows me some shit like it, Then we got Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M. Now, I mean, Texas A&M probably goes 9-3 from what I looked at before with them. But still, like, yeah, dude, looks like Texas. I mean, like, the only really trip up games might be maybe the Red River shootout because they have lost that here in recent memory.
Right.
Florida, we got to see what Florida is, but otherwise, like, Georgia's like the next is the scariest thing. I don't think Texas A&M's a thing. Like, Texas A&M's probably go back to the Big 12 at this fucking point.
Do you think it's going to be Ohio State and Georgia in the national championship?
Ooh.
Could be, Rabbit. Could be.
Listen, I would not be shocked.
We'll find out next week, right?
Right. But secretly, I would not be shocked if we play Penn State in the regular season and then we play Penn State in the Big Ten championship and we play Penn State in the national championship game. I would not be surprised.
Wow. I don't know that Penn State, if we beat them twice.
Yeah, they might be fucking demoralized at that point.
Right. If we did get so lucky to bring it to the national championship, can you imagine that absolute disdain they would have at that point after losing it?
I mean, Penn State already fucking hates us, but we beat them twice. Yeah, dude, like they're going to be so demoralized. Like, I don't know. Like, I just have to see how the playoff brackets break down. Like, because the seeding this year is going to be different. The seeding this year is not the fucking
It's the coaches poll, isn't it? Or
well, yeah, the reseeding. So like it's not like there's no automatic bids or there's no like, you know, like 1 through 4 or whatever. So it's like it's they'll reseed. So it's like there's just gonna be the top 12 best teams.
right.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be like, oh, you won the Big 12, so you get your number 4. It's like fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. Like fucking it can be Ohio State, fucking Penn State, Oregon. You know what I'm saying? It can be all 3 of those top 3, whatever,
Right.
you know, for example, or it can be Georgia, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like Tennessee. Like it can be all those things if the what do they deem those are the 3 best teams in the thing. So
What it would be like if you just named off the last 6 teams playing.
it might be like that. I mean, that's the reasonable fucking expectations in both conferences for it to be Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, Georgia, Texas,
Tennessee.
Right. Like that's the top 6 teams I think in the country right now. Maybe LSU, depending.
LSU, you're going to have to show me.
That's what I say. It's an anomaly because boy, they shit the bed a lot. They Notre Dame in a lot.
They were pretty dominant this week against Clemson, the number 4 team in the country, at the number 4 team in the country.
Yeah, listen, Garrett Nussmeier had the best fucking quote at the end of the game because they were like, it's the battle for Death Valley, right? Death Valley and Death Valley is what both stadiums are called. Mm-hmm. And so literally, like, after the game, they were like, what do you think that at them Clemson claiming that they're the real Death Valley? He said, I don't know. I'm just ready to get back on the plane and go back to Death Valley. I was like, oh, what a good answer. What a good answer, Garrett Nussmeier. What a good answer.
Yeah. Nussmeier, I think he's matured. I mean, I really do. 28 of 38 is a number.
I think he can play better. Like that, those numbers are good. Some of the passes in the game, he did have some really fucking dope passes. He had a couple. He had one that was like called back. They had to kick a few, or they didn't end up scoring, and then they like went down and scored the last touchdown at the end. But like, there was also, I noticed there were some calls over the weekend where they really were reviewing catches, and they overturned a bunch of things for like really, really crazy ticky-tack, like after the plate was over, made a football move, fell down, and then the ball moved. That sort of thing. Like shit that was like, bro, I think you're taking it way too much to the letter of the law. And right? It happened in 3 or 4 games that I saw. And I was like, man, I don't like that. Like, if it's a catch sometimes. And like, there was one fucking, who was it? Maybe LSU, Clemson, but like the dude caught, or no, it was South Carolina. Nick Harbor went up, got the ball, fell down, was falling out of bounds, fell down, hit the ground, had the ball in his hand. And as he was on the ground out of bounds after he had already had 2 feet down, landed on the ground, and then the fucking defender smacked the ball out, and they called it not a catch. And I was like, dude, like, he completed 3 football moves, fell, and was on the ground out of bounds at that point, and then the ball was smacked out, and they counted it not as a catch. I'm like, how much shit do you want to be to happen for it to be a catch? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think just taking it a little far. And then every time, like, the rules experts are like, no, I would consider that's probably a catch or whatever, but they're probably going to overturn it. And they would overturn it. Like the Sonny Styles one. I think was a catch. And like,
I agree. Yeah,
but like, I don't know, I think they need to clean up that rule. That rule, either they need to have like a meeting and kind of like educate referees on what should be a catch and not be a catch, and kind of make it fucking standardized, or fucking change the rule, because like just write the rule better. I think
they're gonna have referees watching video, and they'll be able to call a penalty. You'll see a yellow flag pop up on the scoreboard.
But listen, that's the one thing that I'm sometimes I'm still like, sometimes I want it, but most times I'm like, I'm glad they can't review fucking penalties.
A lot of times.
Like sometimes, yeah, but like either way, like even if it fucking would benefit us, I'm like, you know what? A lot of times it wouldn't. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's the one thing I'm like, I really.
They should have looked at the Texas goal line rush, because I swear to you, you go back and look at it. I was yelling it during the game. Edric's offsides. He
Yeah, you
lined
said
up
that
offsides.
as we were watching it. You were like, dude, Edric Houston's offsides. I was like, oh, shut the fuck up. But like, yeah, they can't. Yeah, we saw it because they showed that shot down the line, and he's definitely like
Yeah,
over.
his hand was over the line,
Yeah,
much less his helmet. I didn't know how he wasn't touching the dude already. But that's why I'm glad that you didn't have a referee able to push a button and light up the light. You said you were going to check out Florida.
oh yeah, Florida. Yep, we got to do Florida's.
I get a feeling I'm going to know about a lot more football than Ohio State this year, aren't I?
Listen, I think it's good. So Florida beat I don't know who the fuck that is. LIU 55-0. Okay.
Liberty?
Long Island University.
Long Island. Long Island University.
Long Island
Wow.
University, brother. I didn't even know they had a football team that was able to play fucking Division One. That's crazy.
That can't be.
I swear to God, I just clicked on it and brought up the Long Island University
No,
website.
I mean, and they are D1?
I think that's an FCS team. It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to be an FCS team. But still, like that seems like a Division 3 type of team, not 2. But whatever.
Right.
So here's Florida's schedule. South Florida, which not a give me. South Florida looked good.
No.
LSU.
Ooh. Damn. Where's that at?
In Baton Rouge.
Ooh. That's an L.
7:30, September 13th. Mark it down.
That's an L.
Listen, Miami.
Ooh.
In Miami. Look,
who built the schedule?
It gets better. Texas.
At home.
Then Texas A&M, Mississippi State, then Georgia, then Kentucky, then Ole Miss, then Tennessee, then Florida State. Holy shit.
Florida ain't not going to have a good year.
Bro, fire whoever the scheduler is at Florida. Fuck me. That's a fucking what? Dude, South Florida, LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. What the fuck? So that's maybe one. Well, at least we'll go South Florida, they win. LSU lost. Miami lost. Texas lost. Texas A&M win. Mississippi State win. Georgia lost.
Really? Texas A&M to win? Where's that at?
Oh shit! That's in College Station.
Lost.
Yeah, that makes them lost. Mississippi State win. Georgia
lost.
Kentucky probably win.
Yep.
But it's in Kentucky. Fucking Jesus.
That's okay. Since Kentucky got those wins stripped from them, they have played worse shit. I'm telling you, Mark Stoops is in his last year this year. Mark my words.
So at Kentucky, probably win. Ole Miss at Ole Miss, probably a loss.
Yep.
Then Tennessee in Florida, but they probably still lost. And then Florida State in Florida, probably a loss. Like, dude, so what? Florida's they might have 1, 2, 3. They might be 3-9. Oof. Bro, Billy Napier gets fired. They go 3-9, brother.
But look at the schedule.
No, listen, that's not. I mean, it's not. Dude, the last 3 years, Florida's schedule has been horrendous. Like that schedule is the schedule that like people are like, oh, the SEC's got hard schedules. Like, yeah, we just looked at like the top 4 or 5 teams in fucking the SEC. Florida's the only one that's got a schedule like that.
That's crazy.
That's a fucking banger of a schedule, dude. That's bananas.
You want to be the national champion? Win your conference.
No shit. One last one I want to look at is LSU.
All right.
Okay, so LSU is obviously 1-0. They play Louisiana Tech, Florida, Southern Louisiana. Then they're at Ole Miss. That might be. They might. I don't know. Ooh. Then they got South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, Alabama, Arkansas, Western Kentucky, and they end with Oklahoma. They got a pretty fucking cupcake schedule too.
Yeah.
Like, the scariest two games are Ole Miss and South Carolina. Dude, they dodged Texas, Georgia, everybody.
And Tennessee?
And Tennessee.
That's crazy.
Dude, LSU's got the most cupcake SEC schedule ever, bro. Wow.
So LSU doesn't play the top 3 teams where Florida plays everybody and their brother.
I think Florida, the only one Florida doesn't have is Georgia. No, they have Georgia because they play the World's Largest Outdoor Card Tournament. So they play all top 3 teams.
Yeah.
That's bananas, dude. So listen, it might definitely be LSU and Georgia. Holy shit. I would probably go with that. I would probably go LSU, Georgia.
Does LSU play Tennessee?
No.
Did we say no? No, dude, LSU don't play anybody.
Oh, dude, the hardest 2 games they have is Ole Miss and South Carolina.
South Carolina is not going to do anything until Air Nolan gets under center.
Listen, Laura Sellers is pretty gangster, man. I hope Air Nolan does good, though. I love that kid, man. Good kid.
I did too. I hated to see him go, but I understand why he went.
Yeah, no, listen, and his dad's a nice dude, man. I liked his dad.
I did too.
Good dude. But yeah, dude, like, listen, like, I mean, Oklahoma maybe might be the next scariest game, but I mean, like, dude, look, it's literally like Louisiana Tech, Florida, Southern Louisiana, then Ole Miss and South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, like, that's in Baton Rouge, so no fucking Alabama, Arkansas, Western Kentucky, and Oklahoma. Like, that's the most cupcake SEC schedule I've ever seen in my life.
Alabama better have their shit under control by then, or you're right. What week is that? What week is?
Oh, hold on. It's late in the season. It's like 7 or 8.
And you told me he'd be gone by week 8.
I'm telling you, dude. Like the LSU game might be the tipping point.
You want to turn that to week 9 because that would be the LSU game.
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bye week 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Alabama game is 10.
Oh, that's week 10. He'll be gone. You said he'll still be gone by week 8. So, okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
I don't even see Caleb DeBoer plays LSU because, like, if it's coming up, like, if like he's gone by week 8 or 9, like they're gonna go fucking. If LSU's still rocking, they're gonna be top 5 in the country. Like, no way they let Caleb DeBoer go in and play another top 5 game that he's gonna get smoked in. Like, I don't even know what his. I don't know what his thing against top 5 opponents is at Alabama, but it's not good because I mean he lost to a Michigan team last year that had like fucking no like.
They were 8-5.
Right. He lost to fucking Florida State, which was 2-10 last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's had some really bad losses in his fucking time.
DeBoer.
Kalen fucking DeBoer, man. Anything else you want to fucking throw in, man?
No, man. It's just cooling off. Should be busy again tomorrow. Slow.
Yeah. Oh, broke up there a little bit.
I said it should be a busier day tomorrow. It was a slow day today. I do Instacart shopping.
Oh, okay.
So I go shop for people's groceries and deliver them to them.
Nice.
It can be very nice.
Oh yeah. I don't use Instacart. I usually use fucking DoorDash, but I know I've never used Instacart. I don't have to check it out.
What do you do for your grocery store?
Well, I DoorDash groceries sometimes too, but usually I just have Walmart deliver them.
Okay. See, they use Snap. That's their Switch. That's the name of their company that
Oh,
they
okay.
use. Switch.
Yeah, I just do it
Those
through the
people,
Walmart app.
those people make some money too.
Yeah, it seems like they probably do because I mean, like, yeah, dude, because they've got like a bunch of different options and shit or whatever. But I mean, sometimes every now and then, if Walmart is closed or it gets too late, because you can't after like 6 o'clock, you can't get an order that day. I don't think
Right.
unless you pay like a bunch, like $15 or something crazy extra. So like I'll DoorDash it because it's not nearly as much. You know what I'm saying? For just
So DoorDash can go into Walmart and get stuff for you?
yeah, dude, they go into any store really. They have CVS's, everything like.
We do
Dude,
CVS too.
yeah, Uber Eats and stuff does it too. Like Uber on the other side does grocery shopping too. So you can use. I've never used Instacart, so like I don't have to check into it. Maybe it's cheaper.
I know if you don't shop at Kroger though, you shop at Walmart predominantly.
Sometimes it depends. I try to shop whatever is having sales. Kroger's has a lot of sales like on soda and stuff or whatever. So it just
Kroger had a
depends.
sale this week: buy two get three,
Yeah,
limit 10.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, how are they making any money? Every time I'm like, dude, there's no way you're giving one free thing of pop, and somehow you're still making money. Like, how does that work?
Well, they're buying it's $10 $5 a 12 pack.
Still, dude, like giving away a free one every time seems like eventually that math is not mathing for me. I don't know.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but they do.
that's true. That's true. That's usually the sales I catch. Just try to the fucking, you know what I'm saying, buy two, give fucking what or buy.
And they had 40 packs of water on sale this week for $3.99.
Damn, that's a good deal too.
Yeah, I know. I had an order that had 5 packs of water and 10 cases of pop
Oh my god, that's fucking like hauling fucking concrete at that point. Jesus,
with a $58 tip.
damn. Well, shout out that person. $58
Yep.
tip.
Yep.
That's a fucking
I
tip.
was I hated lugging water up steps, but I did not care. I knew at the end when it was done.
A damn near $60 tip will make you haul some shit up some stairs. That's for sure.
That's right.
That's for sure.
Those 40 packs are heavy.
Yeah, no, they are, dude. They are fucking unconscionably heavy. Well, you know, 1 gallon of water weighs 7 pounds a piece.
1 gallon.
1 gallon. I don't know how many gallons are in those things, but it's probably 2 or 3. So
these are pints. So there's 8 pints in a gallon, right?
yep. So there's
8 bottles of water to a gallon.
right. So there's Jesus Christ. There's 5. So 35 pounds.
Yeah.
Jesus
More
Christ.
than that. But the wrapping and everything.
Yeah, and the bottles, yeah, goddamn, it's probably damn near 40 pounds. Jesus Christ. Well, shout out you, fucking building those muscles, getting that tips. That's awesome. Anything else you need to add? We'll do the playoff thing and the championship stuff next week. Yep, each conference we'll do the Big 12, the ACC, Big 10, SEC. If you want to throw in a P5 conference, like if you think they're going to get in, you can do a P5 conference.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be all
P4s and up.
All conference, yeah.
Like it should be. Listen, those people. Listen, I don't mean to say those people, but those people need their own fucking playoffs. Like you know the way the FCS does. Like no offense, but like you can't tell me James Madison's going to win fucking their conference and go 12-0, and they deserve to go play with Ohio State. Fuck you, never.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's never. You're never going to convince me that they should be in there at that fucking point. So especially when I just looked at Florida's schedule. Show me one person in one of those conferences that plays anything remotely like Florida's fucking schedule, and then we'll talk about letting you in. Fuck you then.
Right.
Well, absolutely. All right, man. We'll fucking do it next week. Fucking at the end of the day, though, I still got to do this because we're still the goddamn national champions until fucking somebody unseats us, and it doesn't look fucking very fucking promising for this year or next year at this point. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dynasty might be being born, kids. But like always, if somebody yells out OHIO, especially during college football fucking season, and just be nice to people, have friends like this, talk about college football, have fun, And just one more time. OH.
IO, baby.
There we go.
Saying, looking, goes deep, saying, take, touchdown!
Yeah, baby.
Carnell Tate!
Carnell Tate, baby.